All right. So welcome back, everyone. Uh, now,
Yeah.
Amotsa, Mr. Amotsa.
Wait, please, Rajat. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Welcome back. Yeah. Now I would like to invite to chair the evening session Ms. Margi Patel, ma'am, who is researcher in the Applied Physics Department, Faculty of Technology and Engineering in the MS University Baroda. He is working in the field of metallic glasses and bulk metallic glasses, and she is also holder of Savitri Bai Jyoti Rao Phule Fellowship awarded by UGC New Delhi, and she has been published many research publications in peer-reviewed journals. So welcome your Margi ma'am. Over to Margi ma'am. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Thank you, Sanjay sir, for welcoming me. And on behalf of Association of Indian Physicists AIP, I welcome you all for the evening session. And I hope you all are enjoying and gathering the knowledge for MATLAB. Now let us continue with the session. Again, I would like to invite Dr. Amod Kumar to deliver his lecture on MATLAB.
Yeah. So thank you, Margi ma'am, and thank you, Dr. Sanjay, and
Thank
good
you, sir.
afternoon to all of you, all the participants. So I'll continue with where we left. So, so I think it is already shared. I think uh,
No, sir. You have to share again.
we have
Screen.
okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. So
Yeah, sure. Sir.
now it is visible.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So now you know what are all operators are allowed in MATLAB. Now I will tell you some commands, three, four commands which are necessary on daily basis, um, apart from the calculation commands. So I have already told you about WHO. You can see all the variables, and WHOS, in which all the variables with their characteristics, with their size, etc., and type, etc., are visible. Okay. Then CLC also I have told you, by which you can clear the screen. CLC clears the screen of the command window. So CLC clears this. Now, as you can see, there are so many variables lying in the workspace. Suppose you are confused at any point of time, you want to remove some of them, some of the variables which are not being used, then you can do that. Okay. At present, as I told you, WHO, by WHO, you come to know what all variables are there. So let us say these are the variables A, ans, B, C, X, Y, Z. These are the variables. So selectively, if you want, you can do the cleaning of the variables. If you want all the variables to be cleared, then that is also possible. So suppose I write CLR uh, or clear. Let me write. Sorry. Spelling mistake. Clear. Let's say B. So when you write clear B, so this particular variable will be cleared. You can see that. Okay, I'm again typing WHO so that you can see that this variable B is no longer there in the list of variables. So variable B is gone. If you want to eliminate all the variables, then just write clear. When you give the command clear, then all the variables will be cleared. You can see from the left side window, left bottom workspace, nothing is there. If you want WHO, I will do WHO for you. Nothing came on the screen. So all the variables are now eliminated from the memory. Okay. So we have to enter the variables again. Right. Anyway. Now, if you want to see the present directory in which you are working, you can see that in which directory, I mean, all directories are available and in which directory you are working. So if you want to see all the directories which are possible, then you write directory. dir. So these are the directories at present. A15.mat. This is the file which is present, which is also visible from the current folder window, that this is the file. If I want, let us say some other, let us say I want users. So, and further I want users, and then Amod Kumar. These are all files. Now, if you do directory, if you type directory, then just see what all came. All the folders which are there in this window, same are visible here on the left. These things, they are all folders, and those same things, they are visible here also, isn't it? So you can see what all folders are available in the present directory, and in which directory you are. Then for that, you can give the command pwd, present working directory. The present working directory will give you that you are in C drive, then users directory, subdirectory, and then Amod Kumar is the subdirectory. So this you can see in which directory you are. So that's the idea. Then let us say at the end of the day, suppose you are working on MATLAB, and your session is, suppose you want to get up and take dinner or lunch, whatever. Then you want to save your work, whatever work you have done throughout the day, you would like to save that, isn't it? So for that, what you can do is, let us say for that purpose, let us say I am creating certain variables so that they are there. Suppose a equal to 4 and b equal to, let us say 4 plus 3j, so 3 into j. Let's say this thing is there, and let us say there is another thing, c equal to, let's say Amod. Okay, AMOD. Let us say there are variables a, b, c, etc., which have been generated. These variables are created in the workspace. Now, I've done something with these variables, and I want to now end my session. So I would like to save these variables. So if you want to save these variables, you can do that by the command save. Save, and then you can in which file you want to save. Okay, so in which file you want to save, you have to give the name of that file. So save, let us say the name of the file is what? Rough file, anything. Okay, so in that case, what will happen? There is a file which will be created by the name rough, and this file has been saved in the current directory. See, at the end, I'll highlight it. Can you see the blue color ribbon? I have highlighted it right at here. This is the thing. Rough.mat. You can see here this file. Rough.mat has been created, and this particular file contains the variables a, b, c, and ans. These are the variables which I had created. So they are all saved. So next morning, you don't have to type again. You don't have to type again. Next morning when you come, you just load this file, and I'll show you. I'll just show you. Let us say I have saved them. Now I clear all the variables from the workspace. So clear has cleared it. By who? I will show you that there is nothing. No variable in the workspace of MATLAB. Right? It is cleared. But what I can do is load. Next morning when I come, load, and then rough. ROUGH. Okay. This file has been loaded. Loaded means from the memory it has come into the workspace of MATLAB. all the variables. So therefore, on the left, you can see again your variable A, B, and C. They are all there. By who you can again see. They are there. Are you getting me? So this way, lot many variables, whatever you have created during the day, they can all be saved. And next day, when you resume your work, you can load those variables again, and you can start working further. Okay. So that's the idea. And whenever you want to quit MATLAB, then just give a command, quit, or you can give exit also. Both the things are same. So at present, we don't want to quit. Otherwise, again, it will take time to load MATLAB. MATLAB is a heavy software, so it takes a good 30 seconds or more to load. So that's the idea. Anyway, so these are the commands which are necessary. And let us move further. So now, if I suppose give you, let us say I is a variable equal to 2, for example. Acha, one thing I forgot to tell you right in the beginning, I should have told you. See, whatever variable you are creating, I equal to 2, suppose. If I am sure that this variable has been created after the execution, when I execute it, when I press the key enter, then naturally this variable I will be created, which will be having a value 2. Now, if I am sure that, and I don't want to see its value, I don't want to see its value further, then what I can do is, I can, after this command, I can end the command with a semicolon. Now I have typed I equal to 2, after that semicolon. When I execute this command, then what will happen? The value of I will not be shown by MATLAB on the screen. So I mean, that way, the screen will not get filled up with the garbage. Okay. If you want to see the value of I, then you can see I equal to, let's say I just type I, and then I press enter. So I equal to 2 has been shown by MATLAB. So this is the option you have, whether you want to see the result of a particular execution of command. If you want to see the result, then don't put semicolon. But if you don't want to see the result of a particular execution of command, then you put semicolon. Then in that case, the result will not be shown by MATLAB to you. But result has been calculated. Don't worry, result has been calculated. It is lying in the memory. But on the screen, it is not being shown. If you want to see it, you can see. So, okay. So suppose I equal to 2 and j equal to 3. And I don't want to see it. I know j is 3 and my command is correct. If the command is not correct, or obviously MATLAB will show that some error has crept in, and it will be shown with the red this thing color. So there is no problem. Okay, that's why it is interactive. So k equal to, let us say, 4. Okay, just an example. Okay, I should have pressed semicolon, but it doesn't matter. I equal to 2, j equal to 3, k equal to 4, and let us say there is another variable L equal to 5. Let's say some variables I have created, just like that. Okay, L equal to 5. Then any expression consisting of these. Now I am coming to arithmetic expressions. Any expression consisting of these can be evaluated. For example, suppose t equal to, the expression happens to be t equal to, let us say, for example, I plus j, anything, okay, multiplied by, let us say, sorry, multiplied by, let us say again, I, and raised to the power L, raised to the power L. I plus j, this is within parentheses, so I plus j will be done first, and then that will be raised to the power, that will be multiplied by I raised to the power L. Now, okay, now again, See, you want a multiplication first, or you want after I mean, I raised to the power L to be carried out first, and then I plus j should be multiplied by that. See, there are two options. Once again, I am telling you, I plus j will be carried out first. No problem. But with the result of I plus j, again, I am multiplying by I. Or let us say I am multiplying by, let's say, k. Okay. So that variables are different. I plus j will be carried out, multiplied by j. Will that be whole raised to the power L? Or first k raised to the power L will be calculated, and that will be multiplied by I plus j. Parentheses should be used whenever you are in doubt. Whenever you are in doubt, parentheses should be used. So therefore, here, if you want that I plus j should be done separately, k raised to the power L should be done separately, let's say this way, and then I plus j should get multiplied by whatever was k raised to the power L. Both of them will get multiplied. So put the parentheses accordingly. Okay, if you want multiplied by k first, if you want, suppose if you want multiplied by k first, so multiplied by k will be done first. Here again, one more parenthesis will come, and then raised to the power L will be done, and this will be done. That means, so you should be clear within yourself what you want to do. Okay, so suppose I have written this, and I can execute this. This will come. You can do that. So this is what, first of all, I wanted to show you. Secondly, okay, suppose I define x equal to 3 minus 4i. 3 minus 4. Generally, see, newer versions of MATLAB, they allow this thing. 3 minus 4i, if you write this way, then it will be done. If you want 3 x equal to, let us say anything else, 4 minus 5i, 5 multiplied by I. Then also, I mean, you can do this way also. Whenever a complex number is to be entered, this can be entered in two ways. 3 minus 4i, like I entered. Here I am entering 4 minus 5 multiplied by I. This also means the same thing. See? No. Sorry. See, I had been given a value 2 in my this thing. This is I equal to 2. Can you see this I equal to 2? What it did? It calculated this. Okay. That's why they say that keywords should not be used as the names of the variables. So I and j are reserved for that. It will not prohibit you. MATLAB will never say anything regarding these. If you want to declare I to be equal to 2, you do that. MATLAB is not stopping you from doing that. But it is just an advice that you should not use the keywords of MATLAB as the names of the variables. So I is a keyword. Reserved for the imaginary part should not be done that. So what I do is, first of all, I clear I from my list of variables. I is cleared. I is no more there. I'll clear j also. Sorry. Okay, so that by mistake I don't. Okay, both I and j are cleared. They are no longer there. Now I can do that. Whatever this thing is there. This expression 4 minus 5 multiplied by I. I am. See, one more thing I'll tell you at this point of time. The instructions which you have entered previously, I told you from the command history, they can be, copied. Like on the right, you have the command history, and by blue, this is the instruction x equal to 4 minus 5 into I. That straight away I can bring here with the help of mouse. You know how mouse operates. So you, press the left button of mouse and just drag it there. Okay. So this is one thing. Now another thing which I want to tell you is, I'll remove this. Another thing which I want to tell you is this, that there are 4 arrows on your keyboard. upward, downward, left and right, 4 arrows by which cursor moves. So the arrow which is pointing upward, pointing upward, you press that arrow, your previous instruction will appear. Press it further, prior to that will appear. You press it further, prior to that will appear, and so on. So by pressing this cursor movement key, that upward, pointing upward, you can bring the old instructions. It is better that if the instruction is just 2-3, you have written only 2-3 instructions before that. So it is easy. It is an easier method to bring the old instruction. Okay. Or otherwise, you can copy from the command history, as I told you. So what I was saying is that x equal to 4 minus 5 into I. Now, if you do that, then also the value of x is assigned as 4 minus 5 iota. Okay, so this real part and imaginary part. So whether this multiplication sign you put or don't put, don't worry, you need not put. But in earlier versions of MATLAB, this was necessary. Okay, this multiplication sign. Then only it understands that it is a complex number. Otherwise, it doesn't. Okay. So anyway, so what I have done is x equal to, now it is 4 minus 5y. And let us say there is y equal to, let us say 1 plus 2i. Fine. Y is equal to 1 plus 2i. Now you can do any complex operation. I mean, on complex numbers, operations are same. Multiplication, division, etc., are same. Okay, like x into y. If you carry out x into y, then the result will come. You can multiply two complex numbers. You know how to multiply. I think you all are conversant with mathematics that I am taking as granted. So x multiplied by y. And especially why I am drawing your attention to this. Let us say this is x raised to the power y. X raised to the power y. So x is also a complex number. Y is also a complex number. And I am carrying out x raised to the power y. And this is the result. Now you will say, what is new, sir? Why you are again and again showing the same thing? Just to tell you that, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge also to the participants that manually, while using mathematics, you carry out this for this x and y. That means not for this. You take any complex x value and any complex y value, you can take the same thing so that you can match your result. Let us say x is 4 minus 5y. You can write down on your, if you have pen and paper with you, then I'll suggest that you just write down on your this thing, copy, notebook, that x is equal to 4 minus 5y and y is equal to 1 plus 2i. Suppose they are in front of you. And please carry out x raised to the power y and tell me the answer. And just put your clock on. Okay, if before 15 minutes you can do it, x raised to the power y for these numbers which are in front of you, 4 minus 5y raised to the power 1 plus 2i. That means if before 15 minutes you can do, you are a genius. Okay, so that I am leaving you as an exercise just for fun. Okay, so but power of MATLAB, you have seen that x raised to power 5 within 15 microseconds it comes. This is the result. This is the result. Okay, minus 36 point something. You can see. So this just was just for this thing, that many, I mean, complex operations like this can be done manually by MATLAB, which cannot be done manually so easily. So that's the idea. Now I'll let you know some other functions also. In the evening, you do this exercise, x raised to power y, just for your this thing. How much mathematics you know. I want to test that. I mean, you test yourself. Okay. Then absolute value. Suppose there is a number. All these functions are called built-in functions of MATLAB. Okay. So built-in functions are of MATLAB. Let's say absolute value of -6. Now I'll go fast, slightly fast, because time is less and I have to cover many things. So absolute value of -6, you know that it is 6. Okay. Then similarly, absolute value, let us say, of a complex number, let's say 1 plus 2j. We took this example, 1 plus 2j. This is the example. So absolute value of 1 plus 2j will be under root of 1 square plus 2 square. You know that. Okay. So that will come automatically. Then sine functions, signum function, which you call in mathematics, that is applicable many times. So for that you put sine, let us say -5, sine of -5, sine of -5 is -1. The answer came out to be -1. You know the sine function. I think you know that. Or shall I tell you? Just a minute. I don't know whether I should tell you. Or you know that sine function of mathematics, which we call as signum function. So this is the signum function. This is your x-axis. And this is your y, used to be y-axis. So y is equal to signum of x. We write this way. And what is the function? That when x is greater than 0, then value of this signum x is 1. When x is negative, then value of this signum function is -1. And when x is 0, then the value of the signum function is 0. This one. Okay. So this is called signum function in mathematics. I think you know that. So that can be evaluated. So if you write SIGN, SIGN 0, for example. So this will come out to be 0 because signum 0 is 0. Okay. Just now I told you. So this is a thing. Then next thing I told you about the trigonometric functions. So inverse functions can also be calculated. Okay. Signum, let's say I want to calculate cos inverse of. Inverse is written in MATLAB as a cos. A cos means cos inverse. Okay. So let us say I want to calculate the cos inverse of 0.5. So do you remember which angle has cos equal to 0.5? What is the angle whose cos is 0.5? 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90, what? Tell me fast. How cos of which angle is equal to 0.5?
Cos 60.
Cos 60. Very good. Cos 60. But here I told you that in MATLAB things are dealt in radians and not degrees. So you convert your 60 degree into radians. So you know 60 degrees pi by 3. Am I right? And pi by 3 means 3.14 by 3. So you convert it into radians. See, what I'm saying is 60 degree means pi by 3. That means 3.14 by 3. So 3.14 is 1.003 This is something like this. 6 something. 1.04. So what I'm saying is that in MATLAB, everything is dealt in radians. So answer is not 60 degree, which you are not.
What is SIGN? Is it signum function?
Yeah, it is.
SIGN.
It is signum function of mathematics. Yes. Here it is sine, written as sine. It is the signum function, which you in mathematics you write SGN only.
Okay. So why it is taking signum of -5 as -1?
Because I told you this. See, this is the signum function.
Achha, okay, right. Oh.
Okay. So I think this is it okay? Cos inverse of 0.5 is this thing. 1.0472 radians ka cos jo hai, that is 0.5. 1.0472 का cos is 0.1. So you know that. Apart from that, exp exponential, if you want to do exponential, means e raised to the power.
Sorry to disturb, sir.
Pardon, sir. Any question,
Sorry
sir?
to disturb, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, please ask.
If we
Please ask.
if we want values in degrees, then how we can calculate? It's because this the value is in radian, no?
Yeah,
Can you
of
please
course
tell?
you have to convert your this thing. You can have to write the expression directly in degrees.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that means you have to multiply by 180 divided by pi. That you have to
Okay,
do.
okay.
Yeah,
That is the normal. I just
that is
asking
normal.
just because of I think there is a some syntax in MATLAB.
Nine.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So suppose e raised to the power anything you want to do. E raised to e means 2.71. You know that. So for that, it's a function. So you have to put parenthesis. Whenever an input is being given to a function, then that must be in parenthesis. Okay. So what I want to say is that exponential raised, suppose e raised to power 5 you want to calculate. So e raised to power 5 has come. 2.71 raised to the power 5. You know. Log, similarly log. Okay. When you say log, it is to the base e, mind you. Okay. Always in MATLAB, log is to the base e, natural logarithm. Okay. So log of 5 will come, no problem, to the base e. If you want to calculate log to the base 10, then you have to write log 10. Log 5. Some child is speaking. Good. Some child is speaking. That is very good. Okay. So log 10 means log to the base 10. And you want to take the log of 5 to the base 10. So, okay, this will come. So when it is log, it is to the base e. When it is log 10, it is to the base 10. Okay. Now factorial is also a function in MATLAB. Factorial. Let us say whatever, 6. Let us say factorial 6. So factorial 6 is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. You know that. So this will be like this, right? Then greatest common divisor of two numbers, least common multiple, that means LCM, GCD, which in metric we used to calculate, no? Suppose you want to calculate GCD of two numbers, greatest common divisor. So greatest common divisor means the greatest number which divides both of them. Or sorry, I made the spelling mistake. Sorry. GCD of 45 and 75. The largest number which divides these two numbers is 15. You know that. So like that. And similarly, LCM you can take straight away. LCM you can take straight away 3,5. करते हो ना 3,5 तो 15 आ जाना चाहिए तो 15 आ गया. LCM of 3 and 5, least common multiple. Okay. Square root is straight away available. SQRT. Suppose you take a positive number. If you take a positive number, anything, its square root will come. However, if the number happens to be negative, then complex quantity will come. Under root of minus 78. Okay. Under root of minus 78, it is a complex number. So whatever it is, it has come 0 plus 8.83i. Okay. And similarly, there is a function remainder. These are the functions from the list of functions I am just reading. So this thing is there. Remainder 15,4. It means that 15 will be divided by 4 and whatever is the remainder, not the quotient, remainder. So it will be, remainder will come. If you want to, in this case, of course, quotient is also 3, remainder is also 3. So, okay, let us do it 5. Okay. So remainder, when you divide 15 by 5, naturally remainder is 0. 50. So remainder has come to be 0. Quotient will come by 15 by 5. You know that. 15/5. That will give you the quotient. So those things you already know that. Okay. So just a minute. What is this? Cancel. So built-in functions, I have shown you. Some built-in functions are there like this. Then, okay. Suppose there is a point in our coordinate space, xy space. There is a point. Okay. So it has, if you want to convert the Cartesian coordinates of a point into the polar coordinate, that means what I mean is, I think you are conversant, all of you, with polar numbers, polar system. Suppose this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and there is a point. Let us say there is a point 1, 2, 1. It is looking like that only. So this distance is 2, and this distance is 1. Let us say. So that means the coordinates, these coordinates are in Cartesian system. Now, if I want to specify the coordinates of this point P, this is the point P, suppose. So polar coordinates of this point P will be whatever is the distance from the origin, that is called R, and this angle with positive x-axis, that is called theta. Okay. So coordinates of this point are also R theta. But you have to understand it that this is in the polar coordinate and these were in the Cartesian coordinate. So in this case, you know how to convert this. Suppose this is 2, this is 1. So this will be naturally 2 square plus 1 square under root. That means under root of 5 ho jayega. And if I want to calculate theta, so that theta will be calculated at 10. What is tan theta? Tan theta is 1 by 2. That means theta is tan inverse. That means 0.5. So this will be tan inverse of 0.5. So whatever theta comes, I have to see what is tan inverse 0.5. Don't worry, it will be something. In radians, it will be there in radians. If you want to convert into degrees. Okay, fine. Now in MATLAB, what I want to say, in MATLAB, this is direct. This is direct. Okay. What you have to do is that you have to assign the variables on the left. Of course, theta and r, you have to assign. But this time there are 2 variables. So far, I have been telling you only one left-hand side, there is only one variable. This time, I am telling you that on the left-hand side, there have to be 2 variables because you want to calculate 2 things. You want to calculate r as well as you want to calculate theta when x and y are given. So therefore, there will be 2 outputs. Okay. When there is more than one output, then in that case, MATLAB says that you should put those 2 things in square brackets. That's a must. So therefore, suppose I assign a name theta. You can assign anything, whatever you like. And another is, let's say, r. Okay. So this theta r, that will be equal to, the function is, which you have to remember, Cartesian, cart to pole. Cart to pole means Cartesian coordinate system to polar coordinate system we are changing. What we are changing? What was our this thing? 2, 1. Okay. So 2, 1. I think, are you understanding what I'm saying? That the coordinates of the point, which were 2, 1 in Cartesian system, what they will be in polar system, So that will be, that means you want to find out theta and r. So this is the answer. Theta has been given as 0.4636. So many radians, not degrees. Okay. And if you want to convert, multiply by 180, divide by pi. It will be in degrees. Okay. And your r is under root of 5, which I told you. And under root of 5 happens to be 2.2361. So that way you can convert. Similarly, you can convert from polar system to this thing. Let's say xy, x comma y equal to polar to Cartesian. This time I am converting from polar to Cartesian, and then the input has to be given in this type of parenthesis, chota bracket, that means small bracket. And what was theta and what is r? Let's convert them again. Same theta, same r. Otherwise, I have to feed them theta, comma r. Both the things I have given to this function pole to chord. Theta is having the value 0.4636. R is having the value this thing. They are already there in my workspace. So x, whenever I execute, this will be calculated. X equal to 2 and y equal to 1. You can do with any theta and any r. So there is the idea that these functions are straight away available. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. And let us say, now let us write down a small program. Let us write down a small program. And that small program is this. Suppose I'm giving you a problem and we will solve it. We'll solve it. Let's say insert blank page. And I have brought the cursor here. And this is, suppose, this is the problem. Shall I make it bigger so that it is visible? Suppose you are required to write a MATLAB statement for a equal to log to the base e of this thing, under root of x upon y into z. Okay? You write down this question and I'll write down what is the, how it will be written. I think question is clear. It is, has everybody written? Log to the base, a equal to log to the base e under root of x upon y into z. When x, y, z are something, we don't want to evaluate it, just write the code. We want to just code it. Doesn't matter whether we don't want to evaluate this expression. If x, y are there, of course, it will be evaluated also. Okay. So in this case, anyway, x is there in the workspace, but y and or z have to be given. But y is also there equal to 1. Y is also there equal to 1. So x, y is there. If I have z also, just let me see. Okay. We'll evaluate it also. So z equal to, let us say 5. Anything. Z equal to 5. So z is also there in the workspace now. Now write down the expression. A equal to, so log to the base e. I told you that for the log to the base e, only log will be written. And then, what is kiska log? Log of what? Log of under root of x upon y plus z. That means that under root has to be taken of the whole quantity. When under root is taken, so you have to write SQRT of the whole quantity. Are you understanding it? That it is the log of square root of something. And what is the square root of something? What is that something? That something is x upon y into z. So that y into z, okay, you can write first y into z, y into z. But now this will create confusion, although not much confusion. Confusion in the sense that whether x upon y will be done first and then that result will be multiplied by z and then square root and then log, or y into z is to be carried out first and that will be x divided by the whole thing. Now, as the expression is given to you, it is clear that y into z is together. In this expression, y into z is together. So therefore, you should put y into z together. That makes the sense now. So I think it is very clear that y into z will be evaluated in the first instance. X upon that will be done. After that, square root of that thing will be done. After that, log of that thing will be done. Is it clear? Or is there any doubt? So in front of you, x, y, z, everything is there. I think this should be evaluated. No problem. Achha, okay. See, what is the problem? Expression is possibly unbalanced. It is saying, see, so interactive. You don't have to bother. You don't have to bother. See, how many in this expression, I am writing this expression again. I am writing this expression again. Tell me what mistake I have done. Can you tell me what mistake I have done? If you are listening to me, please tell me what mistake I have done.
So you have to close one more bracket.
One more bracket.
bracket.
Yes, yes. See, from the left, if you start counting, left bracket 1 after the log, left bracket number 2 after square root, left bracket number 3 before y. There are 3 left brackets, whereas right brackets are only 2 in the whole expression. Number of right brackets must be equal to number of left brackets. Okay, that is a must. So log this square. Suppose this stands for this, and square root is here. So y into z must, I mean, one more bracket has to be put, and now it's fine. Now it's fine. Now this will be evaluated. So I think you understand this. Okay. Now let me take another. Do you have any doubts? I don't think there is any doubt. You told me the answer correctly. So let us say there is a problem. There is a problem which I am copying here. Note down this problem. Just note down. I am again increasing its size so that you are able to see it perfectly. So let us see this problem. So there is a triangle. There is a triangle. This is a triangle. One of the sides is 3.2. Any side, let's say this is 3.2, a equal to. Suppose the triangle is in front of small a, I should put capital A. Doesn't matter if I'm writing this capital A. B is, let us say, 4.6. So then this angle becomes B, and this angle naturally is C. Suppose this is a triangle. You write anything and accordingly it will be done. And between these two sides, The angle theta is 60 degree. So that means this angle is 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree. You have to find the length of the third side. That means small c is being asked. Length of this side is small c, suppose, and also the area of the triangle. Okay. So area of what is the so tell me the expressions if you remember the expressions. If you don't, then of course I have to find the expression how it will be done. But how the third side, there is something called cosine law. If you remember, there is something called cosine law. So what was that cosine law which we used to study in either in +1, +2? Now I think modern times it must have gone to metric, 9th and 10th class. Okay, but the relationship will remain same in whichever class you study. So if this is the triangle, so what is cos of an angle? Now in this case, cos of C is given. So if I want to write cos of C, so by cosine law, it will be, if you remember, if I also remember, I really
plus b square
minus
2ab
minus C. What was that? Minus a square.
2ab. Sir, c square is a square
divided
plus
by
b square.
twice AB. This was the expression, no?
Yes, sir.
Have I written correctly?
Yes, sir.
A square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab. This was the cosine law. So therefore, a small c square, or straight away we can go for, so a square plus b square, ये इधर आ जाएगा, तो minus 2ab into cos of c. ये c स्क्वायर आ जाएगा, तो इसका अंडर रूट जो है वो तुम्हारा c आ जाएगा. गलत तो नहीं लिखा? ये आपका थर्ड साइड, सॉरी, एंड एरिया ऑफ द ट्राइंगल इज half AB sin theta. Am I right? This is the area. So I think we can code it. There is no problem in MATLAB. Okay. But now I'll show you what the problem. It's not, problem is not about coding. Let us switch over. See, here you can write only one thing at a time in the command window. So, okay, if I am okay, so this is one thing. A, let's say A equal to क्या दिया था यार? एक मिनट. 3.2. 3.2. Or I don't want to see its value, yaar. It is A equal to 3.2. And B was given as 4.6. Fine. 4.6. That also is okay. Okay. And our theta was 60 degree. I told you that it is to be converted into radians. Okay. So if it is to be converted into radians, so this theta radian, suppose I name the variable as theta radians. Okay. First of all, theta degree, I have to, that is must, no? Without that, how it will calculate? So this is the thing, that theta degrees is 60. Now I can go for theta radians, no problem. And the formula is that it should be theta degree multiplied by, you have to multiply by pi, and you have to divide by 180. This is how you convert 180. So okay, if you want to see the value of theta radians, you can see. Then you don't put semicolon. So theta radians will be in front of you. Fine, that is okay if you want to see. Then finally, the third side, the expression for the third side, C equal to A square. So A square का मतलब हो गया A caret 2A square plus B square. ये हो गया. You can put in parentheses also. If you are confused that whether it will be A square or whether it will be A raised to the power 2 plus B. Maybe that some of you may think that, see, actually square is a very high in the hierarchy of operations. Okay, raised to the power something that gets the first position in the list of hierarchy of the operations, mathematical operations. Even in mathematics, it's not MATLAB. In mathematics, if you write, then also square root is, first of all, parentheses are evaluated. After that, square root. Okay. But if you, anyway, if you are want to make the things clear, doesn't matter. This is better to write A square plus B square, fine, minus, what was that? What was that? 2AB, twice AB cos theta, na? Twice into A into B into cos theta. Now, cos theta red. I think इसमें कोई गलती तो नहीं है और इसमें किसी I don't need any more parentheses also, and this is okay. A square plus B square, this divided by नहीं ठीक है ना, A square plus B square minus the square root of this ना. Okay, just wait, SQRT, and this thing square root of whole thing अभी ठीक है ना, minus 2AB cos theta and square root of this thing. Okay, this thing. Right. I think there is no mistake. If there is a mistake, it will tell by this thing, giving a red comment. So I'm evaluating it. Fine. It's fine. So third side is so much. And similarly, area is also calculated, which you told half 0.5 multiplied by A multiplied by यार 0.5 का वो गलत हो गया ना, एक मिनट 0.5 multiplied by A multiplied by B multiplied by sorry multiplied by sine theta, sine of theta radians, 0.5 into AB sine theta. So that is the area, and your area is so much. Okay, so this is the way you have to. So what I was saying is not that ये तो simple था. Not for this purpose. I have not taken this problem for this purpose. I have taken this problem so that you come to know that if we keep working in the command window, we can only give one command at a time. But same program, if I want to write, I can go to editor window. This is my editor window. Okay. And here I can open a new window or new, I can see there are if you draw, there is a drop down menu, you can see. I have clicked on new on the extreme left, and you can see the drop down menu, script, function, this. Okay. So there are two type of things in MATLAB. One is a script, one is function. These are the two type of programs that are written. Function, when it is written, it is also written in the same window. Script is also written in the same window. That means the editor window. Both of them are written in the same window. Now, what is the difference? Difference between a script and function is that script is a complete program in itself. complete program in itself. It doesn't need any outside input, any input from outside. Okay, and it doesn't have to send anything to the outside. Outside means here the command window. Function, once again I am repeating, function does not, function needs an input from the command window and it gives an output to the command window. Whereas a script does not need anything or does not send anything to or from command window. It is a program which is complete in itself, no problem. Okay, so here I can write down the generally now function is written when the same thing is to be calculated again and again. That means, for example, here suppose you are calculating the area of a triangle and area of many triangles is to be calculated, sometimes with the sides given as this. Now if I change the side length of the A and B, that means values, then of course the area will be different. So if I want to calculate the area of triangle number 1, whose sides are something, and then I change the sides, value of A and B, and that will become another triangle. I again want to calculate the area of that triangle, and again third time I want to calculate with the changed parameters. Then again and again, that means I have to calculate the same thing. In that case, function is preferable. In that case, function is preferable. Because only thing is that you have to change the input values from outside, the values of A and B and theta, whatever. Only those are to be changed. The logic of the program is not to be changed. In case of a script, we assume that this program will run only once, and okay, it's fine. So that's the thing. So here, let me choose a script because this is the program in itself. If you want to choose function, I'll show you that also. No problem. So I have chosen a script from the new window. And it is, you can see this is untitled. This is untitled. There are other functions also. This was some factor for written for factorial. This was also something I don't know what. But at present, we are writing this untitled. We'll give it a name. Okay. Otherwise, it will not be executed. So we'll give it a name. Now the commands which are to be given are commands are same. So I'll just copy the commands from here. Just wait. That means from here to here, from the command history I have copied. Okay. And I have pasted these commands here. You can see everything is fine, or is there any doubt? Okay. So A equal to 3.2, B equal to 4.6, let us say, and theta degrees is 60, theta radians equal. Now I don't want to see the output of each and every. If you want to see, then continue with this. If I don't want to see the output of a command, particular command, I'll put the semicolon. Okay. So I don't want to see the value of theta radians. Well, what I will do with the value of theta radians? It is whatever it is there. Okay. Of course, the value of C and value of area, I want to see what is the result. So after these two commands, I am not putting a semicolon. That means their answers will be, their result will be visible. So it's okay. So this has come. And then after that, let me save it. So I go to save at the top. You can, and when it is to be saved, so it first time it is to be saved as, because till now there is no name for this. So this is to be saved as. So save as kar diya, or let's say this is area triangle. Okay, area tri. I've given it a name, area tri. So area tri is there, and save. So it will be saved in that memory, in the current, that means current directory, which you can see this area try dot m file has come. All these program files which are written in the editor window, they have their extension as .m in MATLAB.
Yeah,
Once again,
sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Pardon?
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Dr. Sanjay speaking.
Okay, Dr. Sanjay, yes.
Some participants are requesting for a short break for tea.
Yeah. In
So
fact, this is time. If they are requesting, then we have to accede to their request. So at
yes, sir,
what
yes,
time
sir.
we assemble and
Yeah,
what time,
sir,
sir?
2:45. 2:45. We will just
2:45.
give
Okay.
8 minutes. Yes, sir.
After 10 minutes, that means.
Yeah, after around 8 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay, right, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if other participants who have any questions, they can ask in meanwhile.
Yeah.
Sir, your voice is not audible. You're saying something.
Yeah, shall we start? I mean, people are still taking tea, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sir, there is one question from the participants in the chat box.
Yes,
Yeah,
please tell me.
Gangadhar Chavan.
Yeah, Gangadhar, please ask the questions from the speaker directly. Okay, no issue. I will read the question. So the question is, I want information about cell character. Is it possible to convert them to array within bracket
Which
double?
character? Once again?
Is it possible to convert them to array within bracket double?
The question is,
Character.
you want to convert what thing into array? That I could not listen.
Yeah, I want information about cell character. Is it possible to convert them to array? Cell.
Actually,
CELL.
cell is a different data type, altogether different. No, you cannot. Cell operations are different altogether. Structure and cell, you want to know, no? What, I think you are talking about the data structure cell, no? Hello?
Yes, Gangadhar, please discuss with sir.
Actually, it's a question from Gangadhar, Mr. Motser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a question from Gangadhar. He has posted in Google chat. Yeah, this meeting chat. So if you open it, yes.
Yes, yes. How is okay? Just
Can you scroll up?
yes, yes. Okay, just a minute.
No,
Yeah, pi by 3. Pi, okay, square root. Just a minute. I want information about cell character. Cell is not a character. Cell is a data type. In fact, that's the thing. It's not a character. It's not a character. Is it possible to convert them to array? No, no, no. It's altogether cell is a different data structure. It's not a character. It's not possible to convert it into array. That's the answer.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So
graphs
we
I will
can-
tell just now.
Yeah, we can proceed
One
for-
is somebody has asked, how is MATLAB better than Scilab? So in
Yes, sir.
fact, MATLAB is 1,000 times better than Scilab. I'm telling you. All the mathematical functions, cross correlation, this, that, everything is available here in MATLAB. Scilab is very much limited from the computational point of view. Very much limited. There is no comparison, I'm telling you, between MATLAB and Scilab. Only thing is that Scilab things are freely available. MATLAB is, of course, a paid software, but no comparison. Yeah, it's right. It's not that much optimized as the MATLAB toolbox. Yeah.
Just a small query, like when I'm working on my MATLAB, I can't see command history. Where shall I locate? I'm getting editor
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
workspace and
Command history.
also
Yeah.
current folder. But where
Yes.
is the command history?
You go to, you come to command window.
Hanji.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you come to home at the top.
Okay.
And then go to layout. In the middle, there is layout.
Layout.
Can you see the drop down menu here, which I am?
let me go. Okay, just show me. Yeah, there I will see.
You can see, no? In the
Home. Okay.
home, and then you go to, in the home, you go to layout.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay.
Drop down menu will show you the command history.
Okay. Thank you.
So that you have to bring. Sometimes it is docked on the right hand side, no, here, and on the rightmost column of the display screen. So you have to click there. Then it will be popped up.
I think we should start now. It's already.
So people have come, I suppose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can proceed.
Okay, so I'm proceeding further. So we were here that in the editor window, I have written this program, complete program of calculation of third side of the triangle and the area. And now you go to run. Can you see? You have to come to editor window. So in the at the top, you can see the menu items. Now editor is there: home, plots, apps, editor, publish, and view. So in this, you have to come to editor. So you have to click this editor. As soon as you click editor, this ribbon will be available to you. The whole ribbon will be available to you as it is being shown here. And in that, can you see this run, this triangle, green triangle? Run. I think this is can you see this run, green triangle?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So as soon as I run, I'll click this green triangle, and you in the command window, you can see the command window. I am clearing the command window, CLC. Just a minute. I am clearing the command window. So there is nothing in the command window. And I run my program, which I saved after writing it in the editor window. I am running that program. So as soon as I run, can you see what happened in the command window? Did you see? That area triangle, this particular program was run, and C came out to be 4 point whatever, and area came out to be whatever. Is it clear or not? In case of any doubt, please raise your hand. Okay. So I'm going back to my MATLAB, and so that means whenever many instructions are to be executed simultaneously, that means the whole program is to be executed. Then
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you please explain how did you use the script once again?
Okay. See, first of all, you have to go to the editor window. You make it visible, editor window. Okay, you have to bring that window first on your monitor. There is, just like command window, there must be an editor window also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. After that, in the editor window, what you do is you go to new. This ribbon on the left, there is new.
Yes, sir.
So you go to new. From here, you select script.
Yes, sir.
And then when you select a script, your cursor will be in the first line, and left most in the editor window. Your cursor will come in the editor window.
Okay.
And then whatever you want to write, either you enter the program manually. If you have not written it even once, then you have to enter manually first time.
Okay.
Or else, because I had written these instructions previously in the command window, so they were residing in the command history. They were residing in the command history. So what I did, I copied these 5-6 instructions. You see on the right, you can see my command history window. I have selected these 6 instructions which were related to this calculation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You copied there.
Control C kar do.
Yes, sir.
Then you go back to this editor window. Wahan pe Control V paste kar do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So all the instructions will be there.
Right.
And if you want to make any changes, like I put this semicolon after this theta red command, no, theta red command at the end I put semicolon because I did not want to see the result of this particular command.
Right. I
But
understand.
last 2 commands I did not put the semicolon because their result I want to see.
Right.
So after that, you save this program because so far as it is untitled, it will not allow you to run. So you have to give it a title. Okay, and in order to give it a title, you have to go to save in that is the third this thing.
Okay.
And you save and save as rather than you save as.
Right.
And when you save as, then this will come. The correct folder will come. And here you give it a name, file name at the bottom.
Yeah, right.
And then save.
Okay.
Okay. So that means you have saved it.
Okay.
After that, you run it.
Okay.
This green triangle.
Mm.
And just see what happens in the command window. You can clear the command window in so that, I mean, you are sure that this particular code is running and not anything else, because previous values must be lying in the command window. So,
Right.
Okay. So you CLC the command window. CLC means clear. And then you run this. And then see what is the answer
Sir?
you get in the command window.
Right. Sir, if I want to use only the formula part, then only formula part should be kept in the script, and then we can give different values to A and B on the command window. And
Yeah,
then
this thing. You can change the values A and B here.
Acha, we need to change in the script window only for
Uh,
values A and B if we
You
want to change.
just see, now in place of 3.2, I will write 5.2.
Right.
Suppose simple. B also you want to change, you change. Okay, 6, suppose. And this is 70 degrees. Let's say all the 3 things I have changed. I have not changed the formula. Formula has not to be changed. Okay.
So that we need
These
to do
values I have.
it only.
And
in
then
the script
I have
window.
saved it. You have to save it.
Okay.
You save it. Simply save will do. Not save as. This is not a new program. This is the old program, but with new values. Doesn't matter. So you can save in the same file.
Right.
And then run it again.
Okay.
New value of C and new value of area will come in the command window.
Okay.
Is it coming?
Yes.
These are the new values this time.
Right.
Previous ones you can remove by CLC if you want.
Okay.
Okay. And
Right.
you run it again. Doesn't matter. You do CLC and run it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now another thing which you can do is for the same program, you can write a function. In that case, you don't have to, change the value in the editor window. You just write a function like here. Suppose I now in this case I write new. I press new function. I select function on the left menu. Are you getting me? New function. So new function will come.
Hello.
This is the new. New में जाओ आप. Go to new.
Hello, sir.
In the editor window itself. and on the top ribbon, new drop down menu, it's showing script, function, example, class, system object. Are you able to see that?
Sorry, sir. Someone wants to ask question.
Yes, please.
Please ask question, please.
Please.
सर अगर हम लेंथ को इसकी यूनिट के साथ लिखना चाहे तो कैसे लिखेंगे?
थोड़ा सा कम ऑडिबल है डॉक्टर संजय, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है तो मुझे बता दो, मेरे को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा ढंग से।
सर लेंथ को इसकी यूनिट के साथ लिखें तो कैसे लिखेंगे?
किस मतलब यूनिट के साथ आपका मतलब क्या, मतलब मीटर स्क्वायर वगैरह?
हाँ सर हम
नहीं देखो, मैटलैब जो है उसको आपके यूनिट से कोई मतलब नहीं है। देखो यूनिट आपको देखनी है, ये मैटलैब नहीं जानता। आपको मीटर को सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करके लिखना है तो आप मीटर को सेंटीमीटर में लिखो। अगर आपका ये 3.2 मीटर था फॉर एग्जांपल, आप ये कह रहे हो ना कि ये जो है, एक मिनट, आप ये कह रहे हो ना कि a इक्वल टू 5.2 मीटर में है कि क्या क्या करें, क्या है ये, है यही मतलब है ना आपका?
हाँ सर हाँ।
तो भैया देखो, ये कुछ है, जो भी कुछ है वो आपको पता होगा। अगर दिस इज एज इन मीटर्स, बी शुड ऑल्सो बी इन मीटर्स। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैथमेटिक्स के तो रूल थोड़े से फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे ना। किस ए बी जो है मीटर में है तो दोनों मीटर में रखो, सेंटीमीटर में रखना है तो सेंटीमीटर में रखो। कन्वर्शन सेंटीमीटर में आपको करना है,
ठीक है सर।
समझे ना? कि साइड ऑफ द ट्राइंगल अगर 520 रखनी है तो 520 रखो सेंटीमीटर में। 5.2 मीटर है तो उसको 520 पहले ही कन्वर्ट करके 520 रखो यहाँ पे। इसी तरह से ये 6 मीटर है तो इसको 600 रखो। उस केस में आपका जो थर्ड साइड है वो भी सेंटीमीटर में आएगी और आपका एरिया सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर में आएगा। वो आपको पता है, मैटलैब को नहीं पता। मैटलैब किस किस यूनिट का ध्यान रखता रहेगा? कितने वेरिएबल्स है दुनिया में, देखो सिर्फ लेंथ और एंगल ही थोड़ी है दुनिया में, पता नहीं क्या क्या वेट है, किलोग्राम, पाउंड, ये वो। मैटलैब ये सब नहीं करता, ठीक है ना? तो मैटलैब का जो है वो यूनिट्स का ध्यान आपको रखना है।
सर जैसे कार्टेशियन को पोलर में कन्वर्ट करता है, ऐसे मीटर को फिट में नहीं करता?
नहीं, मीटर को उसमें वो उसके लिए कन्वर्शन की जरूरत ही नहीं, वो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100 कर लो।
नहीं वो मतलब जैसे वो तो ऑब्वियस है, लेकिन मतलब जैसे इसमें इसमें है फंक्शन है फॉर कन्वर्जन ऑफ कार्टेशियन टू पोलर, ऐसे मीटर उसके लिए नहीं?
ना। इतना सिंपल ऐसे काम मैटलैब
नहीं करेगा।
नहीं करेगा। इट इज सो सिंपल।
एग्री यस।
हाँ, तो मैं आपको ये बता रहा था कि if you want to write down the function for this, you can write down a function. Now what is a function? मैं function introduce कर देता हूं so that you come to know everything. Function is also a program which will calculate certain thing. The difference between script and function is that function has to be called from the command window. स्क्रिप्ट में तो कमांड विंडो का सिर्फ आउटपुट देखना है आपने। You saw only the output in the command window when script was executed, isn't it? अभी आपने execute किया है only the area and the third side that you were coming in the command window. No input was going from the command window to the program, है ना? कोई आपने command window से input तो नहीं दिया ना? In case of function, you have to give an input from the command window and you have to see the output in the command window. Now, how it is done? So, this is the general structure of a function. You have to write the word, which will be already written. Function with the blue color, it is written. Okay, so let it be there. Then output arguments. Output arguments means whatever are the outputs of your system. Now, in this case, the output is the third side and the area. These are the two things. So, what I will do is, I will keep a variable for the third side. Let us say third side. Let us say I denote the third side by thsid, this variable, comma, what is the next thing? Next thing is area. So area के लिए आप AR रख लो यार. Okay, this is good enough. एरिया के लिए AR इक्वल टू, नाउ यू हैव टू नेम द प्रोग्राम. तो नेम द प्रोग्राम का व्हाट इज दिस प्रोग्राम इज डूइंग. दिस प्रोग्राम इज कैलकुलेटिंग टू थिंग्स. सो दैट मीन्स दिस सम ट्राइंगल पे कैलकुलेशन हो रही है, तो ट्राई कैल रख लो, है ना. प्रोग्राम का नाम रख लिया हमने ट्राई कैल, एंड दिस द आइडिया. ओके, सो ट्राई कैल हो गया. एंड व्हाट आर द इनपुट्स व्हिच द प्रोग्राम नीड्स. इट नीड्स A, B and theta. So they will have to be listed here on the right hand side. Input arguments है ना ये. So these input arguments will be, what you have to do is, आपका क्या क्या input है, A, B, theta degrees ना. These are the three inputs. A, B, they will be separated by commas and theta degree. And after that, percentage sign is there. Whenever there is a percentage sign, that means it's a comment in MATLAB. Okay. So after this percentage sign, you can write this program. This is for you actually. After a year, if you read this program, in order to understand what you had written, you should give some comments so that it is understandable even after 1 year or to a third person. So that is for you. So this program calculates calculates area, third side and area of a triangle. And okay, that's fine. That's fine. And now if you want to give, then next line of a triangle. Okay. And then here will come the body of the program calculation. That means, and what was the body? Body was that theta radians and this C and this area. I have copied them, these three instructions, and I have pasted them. और इसका मुझे आंसर नहीं देखना ना, कुछ आंसर तो मुझे देखना ही नहीं है ना, आंसर तो मुझे देखना ही नहीं है ना, आंसर मुझे देखना ही नहीं है. Theta radians will be calculated by theta degree multiplied by pi divided by 180, and you know these three formula. So फॉर्मूले में मेरे ख्याल से कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. कहीं कोई कंफ्यूजन है क्या? एंड कर दिया, इसका एंड हो गया. Even if you don't put end, it will be ended automatically. Need not write end, doesn't matter. So I think you understand that function, and then third side and area are to be given as output by this program. Okay, so they are the outputs. They will be in the square brackets. Is equal to triangle calculation. This is the name. And then A, B, and theta degrees. These are the three things which the program needs as the input. And once it gets these inputs, it based on these inputs, it calculates theta radians. And after theta radians, it calculates C and it calculates area as usual. I think I need not explain them again. Only thing is, okay, one thing. Yeah. See, whatever is to be given as output, theta side and area, they are to be in fact calculated. The calculation is for third side and AR, these variables. So that means that the C is not the third side. Now the third side is THSID. Or let me change this here. Why don't I change C and area? Okay, let me do this. Doesn't matter. Okay, now it's fine. Are you getting me? That the value of C and value of area have to be calculated. So they should be calculated within a function, that is necessity of a function. They should come in the left of some expression. So C has come as the left hand side of this expression. Area has come as the left hand side of this last expression. They must be calculated. Now like this program is okay. We save it. We go to save. We go to save. We go to save as, because this is the first time I am saving this function. And whatever is the name trycal that you give here, trycal. So this is trycal and save. Now this function is saved as trycal dot m. See last, I'll show you. Yeah, here it is, the blue one on the left. I'm again highlighting and de-highlighting it. Just see here, my cursor is moving. Trycal dot m. Now I'm de-highlighting it. You can see on the trycal dot m on the left hand side there is fx written in here. This is fx. Fx means function. It's a function. Although the extension is same .m, but previously also it was .m, but previously it was a script. This time it is a function. In order to show that it's a function, it writes fx in this here. You can see previously when we calculated area triangle, then there was no function. It was MATLAB symbol which was there in this picture here. Here it is fx, means function. So this function has been written. Now I have to call this function from outside. That means what I will do is, first of all, CLC, so that there is no problem. Everything is cleared. Okay. This function is saved. You can see the name trycal. Now this trycal has to be called from outside, from the command window. What do you mean by calling? By calling, we mean that whatever input this program, this function subprogram needs, those inputs should be provided. And whatever is the output from this function subprogram, that output should be collected by you in the command window. So input have to be provided from the command window and outputs have to be collected from this program into the command window. So how it is done? Let us say that this program gives its output, the third value of the third side as C. But here I can write third side, whatever, or a smaller value, a smaller name, third side. Just a minute, spelling got wrong, third side. So this is one variable which I will be collecting from this program, and other variable is the ARE. Let us say ARE. ARE means area. Generally these names should be different from the output which is coming from the function. From the functions of program, the outputs are C and area. Here I have named them third side and ARE. And then let me write this as trycal. That means the name of the function is trycal. And whatever inputs are to be given, let's say A was whatever it was, 6.2, I think. And what was this, 4.6? Doesn't matter. And this was 60 degree. So 60 degree. Okay. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Third side, comma ARE. They are on the left because they are output variables, equal to trycal, that is the name of the function, as well as the name of the file where we have saved. Both should be same. Not necessarily, but actually this is the file name. Trycal here is the file name in this command window. So here it can be different. This name can be different, but generally people keep it same. So I have kept it same. And then the value of A is 6.2, let us say. Value of B is 4.6. And the value of theta degrees, that means that angle between the two lines is 60 degree. And so what will be done? That these value will be passed on to the function subprogram. A will take the value 6.2, B will take the value 4.6, theta dag will be 60, and C and area will be calculated accordingly from these expressions. And whatever is the value of C and area, that will be sent back by the function program to the command window as third side and ARE. C and area will be sent back to the command window as new variables third side and ARE. So that's the thing. This is called calling of a function. So let me call this function. I've called, and you see the third side has got the value 5.579. ARE has got the value this. That's so simple. Now the beauty with function is that if you want to calculate the same things for a different triangle, let us say this is in place of 6.2, this is 5.4. In place of this thing is, this is 4.6, let us say 3.2, 3.3, doesn't matter. In place of 60, this is, you just change it here. You just change it here in the command window, and again, this is ready to be evaluated. Just I'm calling this function again, and see the new values have come. New values have come. Third side is this time so much, and area is so much. So I think you understand. Which is easier, you can see yourself. So depends. It depends. How many variables are being tackled at a time? Function is easier, or script program is easier to write, to tackle with. So now I come to, as I said, I come to this thing further. Let me tell you how a particular matrix is entered in the computer in MATLAB. Everything is based on matrices, you know.
Sir, instead of introducing a new variable area, can't we use C and area itself?
You
which we
can
have
use.
used in a function.
Yes, you can use. That also is
Okay,
possible.
why to have this extra step?
Yeah,
Unless we need an assignment of different kind.
you can use, no problems.
Same.
You can use, like suppose
Same,
I write
yeah.
here C. I write here C, and this is area. So no problem. Again, this is calculated, and C and area have come this time. No problem. But generally, I mean, this is this thing, so that there is no conflict of variables. No, so people like that these variables should be different, and actual variables should be different.
And we are calling a function called trycal.
Okay?
And we can save it by any name.
You can save it by any name.
Here the function is trycal, right?
No, yeah, I want to make it clear. Just if suppose the name of the function is different and the file in which you have saved that is different, then while calling, it should be the file name. Please note down.
Okay.
Okay? It is the file name. Function name does not matter what it is. Okay. I think things are clear. So let me tell you how the matrices are entered in the computer. So suppose there is a matrix A, and so this is entered in this manner. You put the square bracket. Let's say there is an element 2 in the first row. You can put comma, you may not put comma. If you don't want to put comma, you have to enter a blank space. Okay? So I have entered, let us say, a blank space. I could, in the second, then semicolon. Semicolon means next row of the matrix has come. And there, suppose it is 4. And let's say this time I put comma 5. Okay? This is, do you understand? A equal to 2, 3, that is the first row, and 4, 5, that is the second row. Let me execute it. A is this matrix. It's okay. Do you understand? First row, second row, or first column is 2, 4, the second column is 3, 5. So semicolon is to be put whenever row is to be changed. For the same row, if your row is continuing to be same, suppose this is the thing, you can, row is same, so you can put 2 comma, not semicolon. Semicolon means row changed. So 2, 3, comma 4, comma 4. Then in the second row, suppose it is 4, comma 5. or 6. So this time what I have done, 3 numbers in the first column, or first row, sorry, and 3 numbers in the second. Of course, they have to be same. And then you can't do that in a matrix. That number of elements in the first row is different from number of elements in the second row. That's not possible. So that is the way matrix is entered, and generally for any matrix you can enter as many matrices this way, and then you can carry out matrix addition, matrix subtraction, matrix multiplication, all those things as per rules of the mathematics. You know what I mean when I mean what are the rules of mathematics. You should know that what are the rules of mathematics. If you are adding 2 matrices, they must be having same number of rows and same number of columns, then only you can add them. Similarly, subtraction, you cannot add or subtract different size matrix. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. It will give an error. MATLAB will give an error. This is a 2 by 3 matrix. You have to, if you want to add this to another, that must also be 2 by 3. Okay, 2 rows, 3 columns. Similarly, matrix multiplication. So suppose this is a 2 by 3 matrix, then that can be multiplied only by 3 cross something matrix. Okay, what I mean to say is, just a minute. I'm again actually my cursor every time it goes away somewhere. I don't know why, but it gets lost, and then I cannot find it. Yeah, it has come. See, what I'm saying is that if there is a matrix 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is a matrix. This is a 2 by 3 matrix. Everybody knows. If it is to be multiplied, then it is to be multiplied by there must be 3 rows, definitely. -5, 9, 10, whatever. Then something. This has to be 3 by something. That thing, number of columns, it can be 5, it can be 10, but the number of rows has to be 3, because here the number of columns is 3. So number of rows here has to be 3. Then only the 2 matrices can be multiplied. So these are normal mathematics rules. I think I am not here to teach you this thing. You will say what you are saying, sir. We want MATLAB. So simple things, let us omit. What I mean is now, so you can calculate for that. If you want to calculate the inverse of a matrix or determinant of a matrix or such things, then it has to be a square matrix. All of you know that. If I want to calculate, let's say inverse for inverse of a matrix, it is INV simply. But if I calculate inverse of this matrix, it will give an error because this is not a square matrix. Inverse can be found out only for square matrix. Everybody knows. You also know that. Okay. So that means please take care of such things. So mainly what I mean is that all the operations or matrix operations, they can be done on matrices once it is a correct matrix. So for example, this matrix, let us say A equal to this. I'll add a 3, make it a 3 by 3 matrix. So third row also, let's say -4, 5, 9. This is the matrix, 3 by 3 matrix. Now you can calculate. You can calculate determinant. I think you know determinant. A. Okay. So determinant of this matrix is 10. Now don't ask me how to calculate determinant. Okay. Inverse of matrix A. Okay. This is the inverse of matrix A straight away. Fine. Rank of a matrix. You see in mathematics book what is the rank of a matrix. Okay. You will come to know. 3 independent rows. That means rank means how many independent rows are there. Then there is a command trace. If you want to do the sum of the diagonal elements of the matrix, so sum of the diagonal elements of this matrix is, this was the matrix 2 plus 5 plus 9. So 2 plus 5 plus 9. that is 16. So that is a function called trace in this. If you want to find out eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix, then you have to give something like this. One variable for eigenvalues, one variable for eigenvalues, eigenvectors and eigenvalues both will come. The function is EIG and the matrix was A. So this is the value of V. V means eigenvector. So this matrix is the eigenvector of that matrix A which we defined. And also these are the eigenvalues. That means this and this. There are three eigenvalues: 0.23, 06, 3.54 and 12.22. These are the eigenvalues. So straight away you can do these calculations. Okay. Then the important thing with matrices is not much. Let me quickly go to graphics. I'll do some graphics. Okay, you can if suppose you want A and this transpose of a matrix. Yeah, transpose of a matrix means row becomes column and columns become row. So that was the matrix. So A transpose will give you A, and this will give you the transpose. Okay. So let me now go to quickly the graphics of something. Okay. So graphics means I'll show you the graphics now. So suppose I define x equal to, now you will understand this, x equal to, let us say 0 and then 1 and let us say something. What does it mean? That my x values will start from 0. The increment in the x values will be 1 and final value will be 10. So as I execute this, I think you will appreciate that this is the value of x. This is the row matrix which has got a value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Although it is written in the next line, don't worry. That is because MATLAB doesn't write after a particular column, so it has given in here, but it is same thing. There are 10 columns in this matrix. There is only one row. Okay. So this is 0 to 10. So these are the values of 0 to 10. That means what I want to say is, just a minute. Again, my cursor is lost. I am lost. या कर्सर कहाँ चला जाता है? ये आ जाता है, थोड़ी देर में आ जाता है घूम घाम के. Okay, so I'll take this new color. See, my x is variable x is a row matrix 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. There are total 11 elements, as you can see. Okay, this is my x. So these are the, suppose then I write y is equal to x. Y is another row matrix I am creating. And now I will introduce to this. See what I have written. Y equal to x dot, then caret sign and then 2. That means y is equal to x square first of all. Next is dot. Whenever you write a dot before an operation, that means that work will be done for every element of the matrix. So whenever I write x dot, just a minute, I have written y equal to x dot, then square कर दिया इसका raised to the power 2, मतलब caret means raised to the power. So what it will do, y will become a an array, while become this is an array, and each value of x will be squared. So that means 0 will be squared, 1, 4, 9, 16, like that. You cannot write without a dot. If the operation of squaring here is to be done for all elements of the matrix, then it is necessary to write a dot. Otherwise, whatever is the last value of x, it will do the square of that only. I mean, it will do something. I'll show you. I'll show you. First of all, let me show you. If I remove this dot, so if I remove this dot, it will give an error message. It has not understood, right? And it should not understand also, because this doesn't make a sense. So that means, sorry, I write here dot, then I execute this. So you can see y is equal to 0, 1, 4, 9, this. So this is the value of y, which I told you here. Now I told you that we will do the two-dimensional graphics first. So plot x comma y. So as soon as I do the x comma y, there is no figure window at present. But as soon as I write this command, plot x comma y, then what will happen? You will understand yourself. This figure 1 command has come, and your x-axis is the values of x, and y-axis are the values of y. Okay? देख लो 0 पे 0 है, 2 पे इसकी वैल्यू 4 हो जाएगी, 3 पे 9 हो जाएगी, y की वैल्यू 9 है. एंड सो दिस इज द फंक्शन. पैराबोला है y इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर, आपको पता ही होगा, ठीक है ना. सो ये x और y की कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग वैल्यूज के लिए ड्रॉ हो गया, ठीक है ना. और देखो मैटलैब की ब्यूटी क्या है. व्हाट इज द ब्यूटी? दैट यू कैन गो टू एडिट विंडो. हियर यू कैन कॉपी द फिगर, और आप अपने वर्ड में जो भी रिपोर्ट है ना, व्हाट एवर रिपोर्ट यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग, पावर पॉइंट है या वर्ड है, वहां पर जाके इसको पेस्ट कर दो यार. ये पेस्ट हो जाएगी, ये पेस्ट हो गई आपके डॉक्यूमेंट में. इसको क्रॉप करना है तो वो तो आपको पता ही है ना. उसको मैं क्या बताऊं आपको. क्रॉपिंग, you must be knowing Word and PowerPoint much better than me. I am not a master of that, but cropping तो खैर सबको पता ही है. There is no this thing. आइडिया ये है कि तुम इसको अगर क्रॉप करते हो तो एक क्रॉप हो गया, एंड इसको जितना बड़ा करना चाहो तो कर लो ना, whatever. ठीक है. तो this way this is pasted in your document. So anyway, अभी इसको जगह को खाली कर देते हैं. So now this window is there, and when you MATLAB का ये symbol, if you click, then this figure window will also come. Till you close it, this figure window will not go. This figure window will remain. You can minimize it as usual, normal, or you can maximize it. This is the complete figure window. Okay, that it is just like any other thing for it. This thing. So your figure window, I am minimizing this now so that it remains. Now this figure window, you have seen the graph, but you will say, sir, graph ka to there is no fayda of this graph. There is no use unless and until you write the labels on the x-axis, you write the labels on y-axis, and you give a title to this graph. Okay. So for that, the command is x label, and you put the quote marks. Whatever you write in the quote marks, as it is, it will be coming. So let us say you write x-axis, whatever you write, that will come on. If you write population will come. If you write year will come. Whatever. Okay. For example, x label से उस पे ये execute हो गया. देख लो अब. ये देखो. Can you see that on this graph, x-axis is written at the bottom of this graph? X-axis. Okay. So this is what we have written. Similarly, you can give y label, and similarly you can give title. टाइटल है. सपोज कर लो कि क्या टाइटल दे रहा. प्लॉटिंग ए स्क्वायर वेव है. प्लॉट ऑफ ऑफ स्क्वायर वेव, स्क्वायरिंग फंक्शन, यार स्क्वायर वेव नहीं कहना चाहिए मुझे यार, तो प्लॉट ऑफ पैराबोला यार, पैराबोला 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 बड़ा अच्छा शब्द है। तो प्लॉट ऑफ पैराबोला, और एक मिनट यार कहाँ गया, ये रहा ना, पैराबोला का पी बड़ा करना है तो कर लो यार, है ना। देखो प्लॉट ऑफ, और मैंने यहाँ पे वो नहीं दिया ना, ये भी तो देना है मुझको, है ना। इट शुड बी इन वायलेट कलर, वायलेट कलर में तभी आएगा व्हेन यू गिव कोट मार्क्स, तो कोट मार्क्स दे दिया। अब तुम अपने ग्राफ को देखो, सी प्लॉट ऑफ पैराबोला टॉप पे दिखाई पड़ रहा है कुछ तुमको, कैन यू सी दिस प्लॉट ऑफ पैराबोला हियर, रिटन हियर। कॉपी करोगे तो सारा कॉपी हो जाएगा, कोई उसमें बात नहीं है। कॉपी फिगर करोगे, अपने डॉक्यूमेंट में पेस्ट करोगे यहाँ पे, तो दिस विल कम विद योर एक्स एक्सिस एंड दिस टाइटल एंड व्हाट नॉट, एवरीथिंग। तो इसलिए इससे मत डरो, अंडू कर देता हूँ इसको, तो यहाँ से भाग जाएगा ये। तो वाई, इस तरह से वाई लेबल वगैरह भी दे सकते हो, तो वाई लेबल अगर देना है तो दे ही सकते हो। ओनली थिंग इज यू हैव टू चेंज वाई लेबल, और उसका नाम क्या है, मान लो वाई एक्सिस है उसका नाम, तो दे दो, क्या दिक्कत है यार, व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम। ये हो गया, वाई एक्सिस भी लिखा हुआ आ गया ना, देखो एज लाइक दैट। तो नाउ गो फर्दर, है ना। लेबल टाइटल तुम समझ गए अच्छी तरह से, ठीक है ना। अच्छा, दूसरी चीज तुमको बताता हूं, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड ग्रिड है। ग्रिड क्या चीज है, एट प्रेजेंट इफ यू सी दिस प्लॉट, there is no grid. Grid means the background lines, no, vertical and horizontal lines. This is plain graph. You will see the difference. Just now you will see the difference. Suppose I give grid on. I have given a command grid on. तो जैसे ही मैंने कमांड दिया ना, तुम देखो ग्राफ को क्या हो गया, ये पीछे ग्रिड आ गई यार, so that you can read the values in a better way. That's the idea. ग्रिड क्यों ड्रॉ करते हो यार ग्राफ पेपर पे, है, बिकॉज यू वांट टू रीड द दिस थिंग। ग्रिड ऑफ कर दोगे, ऑफ हो जाएगी, ये लो ऑफ कर देते हैं, ग्रिड ऑफ हो गई, ग्रिड ऑफ, देख लो, देयर इज नो ग्रिड नाउ। ओके, देन अनदर थिंग which you can see in this graph, one more thing which I want to show you. See, on the right, top and right, there are no thick, no lines on the top and right. Plot of parabola is written here and graph is here, ending here at the top. Graph is ending on the right here. Fine, okay, graph is okay, fine. But I want to show you one thing. Suppose I write a box on. Box on करते ही, box on command से, you can see that on the four sides of the graph, see, I'll show with the help of cursor. यहाँ पर this line has become thicker. बॉक्स आ गया, जब कॉपी करोगे ना तब पता लगेगा कॉपी फिगर, एंड व्हेन यू पेस्ट इट देन ये, नाउ दिस ग्राफ इज विद द बॉक्स। ओके यार, कोई ज्यादा बड़ी बात नहीं है, दीज आर ऑल, इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है ज्यादा, फॉरगेट इट, ठीक ना। ओके, ऑन द सेम ग्राफ यू कैन ड्रॉ टू लाइंस, on the same graph you can draw two curves, मतलब what I want to say is you can draw two curves. For example, चलो एक कर्व ये हो गया, suppose I write, एक मिनट ठहरो, z equal to cos x यार मान लो, या sin x, कुछ भी कह लो यार, x values are same, z values are z is a variable and that is equal to cos x. So if I do this thing, so z will be another array, and each value of this is cos of the x value which was there. You understand? Cos of x means each value of x का cosine ले लिया, ठीक है ना? And then I can write plot x comma z. ठीक है ना, प्लॉट एक्स कॉमा जेड। सो अगर तुम प्लॉट एक्स कॉमा जेड करते हो सपोज, तो क्या होगा, ऑन दिस ग्राफ योर कोसाइन वेव विल कम। देखो क्या हो गया, ये कोसाइन वेव है, ऐसी कोसाइन बनेगा यार। तुमको लग रहा होगा यार ये तो मजेदार कोसाइन नहीं है, इट्स नॉट ए गुड कोसाइन। भाई you have given only 11 values and you are, I mean, expecting a good cosine wave. इसको 50 वैल्यूज दो ना, मजा आएगा कोसाइन को। अभी देखो कोसाइन, चलो एक बात और शो कर देता हूं तुम्हें यहाँ पे, ठीक है ना। सपोज x को मैं मॉडिफाई करता हूं और x को, एक मिनट एक मिनट एक मिनट, सपोज द वैल्यूज ऑफ x आई एम गिविंग अगेन, and in place of 10 I am giving 100. Okay, this time x is, or and I don't want to see the values of x, ठीक है ना। okay, value of y वो वाला वहीं से ले लेते हैं ना पुराना, तो y is equal to x square ले लिया यार, है ना। तो चलो x square भी नहीं, बल्कि मैं ये लेना चाहता था, because I wanted to show you the this thing cosine, तो cosine वाला ले लो यार, कहाँ गया यार, ये रहा ओके, इधर कॉपी कर दिया। सी z is equal to cos x, now you just see, okay, and I don't want to see cos, rather I want to plot x and z, plot x comma z. Now understand, x equal to 1 to 100, z equal to this cos x, plot xz. As soon as you plot, I'll show you. Are you comfortable? This is looking more like cosine wave. Okay. So what I mean is that
change point 1 to 0.1.
I mean, you keep changing, and as many points as you want to take, it will become better and better and better naturally. Why? All of you know that any curve, any dot, anything, any graphics is made up of dots, isn't it? Computer पे क्या होता है, कोई भी picture जो है, that is made up of dots. So if dots are nearer to each other, better will be the picture, more will be the resolution of the picture. That's simple, है ना? So if you take more points, definitely your graph will come better. Anyway, that you can do yourself. Well, didn't want to show you this. I wanted to show you something else. I wanted to show you, suppose I write plot, और मैंने लिखा x, y, पहले वाला ग्राफ, the earlier graph, x, y जो था, जो स्क्वायर वेव थी, और उसको और इसको सेम ग्राफ पे प्लॉट करना चाहता हूं मैं, ठीक है ना, उसको और इसको सेम ग्राफ पे। सो दैट मीन्स कॉमा x, z, ठीक है ना। मान लो मैं ये लिखता हूं, अब क्या होगा, एक मिनट, वेक्टर, ओहो, मैंने z तो चेंज कर दिया, y तो चेंज किया नहीं, एक मिनट ठहरो, y भी तो चेंज करने दो यार मुझे जरा, y तो उतना ही रह गया ना, 11 वैल्यूज रह गई ना, ये तो 100 कर दी, वो तो नहीं करी, ठीक है ना। सी y इज इक्वल टू दिस, और ये लगा दूं, और y कैलकुलेट हो गया, एंड आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग दिस इंस्ट्रक्शन। सी प्लॉट x, y और x, z। तो अगर मान लो मैं ये करता हूं, तो अब देखो ग्राफ क्या हो गया, अब देखो ग्राफ क्या हो गया। कैन यू सी दैट देयर आर टू ग्राफ्स, वन इज दिस बीइंग शोन बाय दिस ग्रीन कलर। अब आप कहोगे कि क्या हुआ, ये आपने क्या कर दिया सर, हमें तो ग्रीन कलर में ग्राफ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, वी आर नॉट एबल टू सी। द problem lies here. Whenever you want to draw two graphs on the same graph paper, you just see what is the value of the y coordinates in each case. Here, in case when you are plotting a parabola, your y values are going very, 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 very high, up to 10,000. Okay, you want to see y, you want to see y, or you want to see y. Let us say this is an array. I am showing you the 999th element of this. How कितना था ये, 100 था ना, 99th value I'll show you. y99. See y99, that means the y array की 99th value. है ना, that is 9604. Whereas जो तुम्हारा Z है, अगर उसकी 99th वैल्यू में शो करूं, just show, I am showing you. भाई cos है, cos remains between -1 and +1. So the 99th value of the Z value is -0.8. Are you understanding what I am going to say? Are you understanding that
Sir,
the
there
Y
is-
value was very high, Z value is very, very small.
Excuse
Now,
me, sir.
if you want to plot on the same graph paper, how can you plot on the same graph paper?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Tell me.
if we want to plot these two graphs side by side in a single graph, and we use two different y-axis.
Yeah, two
one
different
at
graphs
each
we can
side.
draw. If you want to plot two different graphs, there is no problem. I can draw
No,
them.
sir. In the same graph, I am saying that I am taking two y-axis on each of side. And
No,
both will be opposite.
see, on the same graph paper you cannot take. On the same graph paper.
Left hand side can depict the cos
No,
graph,
no.
and the right hand side
Yeah.
can depict.
It will not. It will not. Okay. That is not possible. That's not possible. Because this is a graph. It only knows how to plot Y value. Y value, whatever it has been given, only one array it will follow. Okay. X values are common in both. Y values are also common. Don't worry, Y values are common. But because it is being shown here, Y values, if large values are being depicted, small values will be visible only like this. If you want to see the small values, then the large values of a graph will not be visible. So this is not possible. You have to, if you want to plot two graphs, you must be sure that Y values are nearly equal so that they are shown. If I suppose, okay, if I take earlier in which there were only 11 values, at that time, your Y values and Z values, they were nearly equal. If I follow that, so that means if I take, I'll show you X equal to this, and let me put it this way. Z equal to this, let me put it this way. What is Y? Y is equal to X square, let me put it this way. Okay, now all three have been calculated. And lastly, the plot. Okay. All the four instructions are there. It doesn't matter. They are separated by inverted commas, no? So you can put them on the same line. MATLAB allows that. Okay. You need not write different lines. So I am again doing the same thing. Now this time, when I do, what is your graph? It is slightly better. I mean, some cosine function is being seen, some values. Okay. So idea is that if you put it, let's say same thing. If I do this only for, because cosine is between -1 and +1 only. So Y cannot be very high. If it is very high, then cosine will be killed, of course. Okay. So cosine, suppose it is this, then still, I mean, more this thing has come. So that is for you to do. So see what values are there. Now, another thing, see, if you want to see on the same graph paper, then what I will do for you, let it be, let's suppose X equal to, I can do one thing so that things are clear to you. This time I am showing you 2-3 things at one time so that you understand. Suppose this is 0.1, the increment is 0.1, and let us say I am plotting a complete sine wave up to 2 pi, 2 into pi. Okay, so X is a variable which is between 0 and 0.1 and up to 2 pi. So that is X. Forget it, this is correct. And similarly, what I will do is I will do y is equal to sin x. Y is equal to, let us say, equal to y is equal to sin x. Okay. Okay. Y is equal to sin x. Let us say z equal to, so that they are comparable, and you can see cos x, suppose. Now it's all right because both are between -1 and +1. So cos x is this time. Now plot command. Plot, and I'm giving x comma y, x comma y, and also I want to show you one more thing, that you can plot the two graphs with a different color. So that means, suppose I want to plot it with red color, for example. Okay, so that must be within the inverted commas. So comma, and I want to plot x comma z, let us say with blue color. So comma, I will give an attribute. These are called attributes. You can change the line width, you can change the color, all this. Line width also I'll show you. Okay, then give an attribute line width. The command is line width right here. Line width, and line width, suppose I want to put 2 as the line width. So now see the command. Plot of between x and y will be shown by red color. Plot between x and z will be shown by blue color. And line width of both is 2. You can change the individual line width also. After x and y with red color, you can give a line width. After this blue color, again a line width. So both line width can be different. So what will happen? Just see the graph this time. Are you able to see? Because magnitudes were comparable, so they are coming like this. Okay, and you can give labels and all. Doesn't matter. You can give the labels, no problem. Title also, grid on, off, whatever. At the same time, there is another command. You can give legend also. This is called legend. Okay. Suppose the first wala jo tha na, red color wala. See, all these help also comes in along with this. So if you want, the help will come automatically. So suppose मैं इसको y data लिख रहा हूं, इसको मैं z data लिख रहा हूं. Let us say z data. You will understand what is legend. Suppose legend y data z data. अब देखो क्या हो गया. अब मैं दिखाता हूं आपको. Can you see on the top right in this figure window, right top, y data and z data? They are being shown as legend. Legend means which curve belongs to which. So red वाला जो है वो y data है और blue वाला जो है वो z data है. And they are having a line width, more line width. I mean, I think you will be appreciating that it is more visible. Why? Because I have put the line width as 2. If you put the line width as 4, then it will become still thicker. Just let me change it. Let me put it 6. So this will be, see, so this is the idea. I mean, now legend has gone. Legend, in fact, you must be wondering why legend has gone. Once you plot it, you have to give legend again. So if you want, you can give this command has to be given again. Okay. So if this command is given again, then of course legend will come. So y data, z data, they have come. Okay. So this was just a small thing. Now let me move further if I can move. Okay. So both the graphs are on the same lines. Then, okay, on this graph, I'll show you one more thing. On this graph, I will show you one more thing. And now simple one graph is sufficient because whatever I wanted to show, that is okay. Let us say, y वाला जो है हटा देते हैं, x equal to और y रखते हैं. इन दो कमांड्स को मैंने प्लॉट कर लिया और मैंने एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया, है ना। और प्लॉट कमांड को मैंने एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया। सपोज प्लॉट कमांड दिस, इसको एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया। ब्लू को हटा दो यार, ब्लू को हटा दो ना, तो कॉमा। व्हाट आई वांट टू शो यू इज दैट दिस, ओके। अभी यार ये आ गया ना, ये आ गया। तो देयर इज ओनली वन कर्व। नाउ आई वांट टू शो यू समथिंग. What I want to show you is that if I write text और उसके बाद में मैं सपोज कर I give the coordinates of a point. Let us say the coordinates of a point, आपका x जो था 0 से चल रहा है ना, और पॉइंट 2 पाई तक जा रहा है। 2 पाई का मतलब 6.28. So that means 3 must be coming on the x-axis somewhere, definitely. Okay, let me see. 3 and y value जो है that is between -1 and +1. अगर -1 and +1 के बीच में है तो इसका मतलब 0.5 भी कहीं ना कहीं जरूर होगा, 0.5. Okay, see what I have done is 3, 0.5 and then I write suppose a negative slope. Suppose I write a word negative slope. I write a negative slope. Okay. So what it will do? This command, when executed, will do this. I have executed it. I'll show you the figure. Are you able to see what has come on this? No, I'll explain. There is a negative slope written here. At what point it is written? X-axis wise, you move 3. Y-axis wise, you come at 0.5. This is 0. This is 0.5. So 3, 0.5 is this particular pixel. This particular dot is 3, 0.5. From there, the text negative, whatever text you wrote, negative slope, that has started. That has started from that point which you have mentioned in your command, 3, 0.5. So that point must be there, of course, when you are writing some text on the graph paper, graph drawn by MATLAB. So that point has to be there. Otherwise, there will be an error. Okay. Now, another thing, great thing, I'll show you one more thing. G-text. जरा इसको देख लो और मजा आ जाएगा तुमको, ठीक है ना। G-text, मान लो मैंने लिख दिया, it is कुछ भी, it is a curve. Suppose I write this. यार यहाँ पे वो कहाँ गया, ये रहा. G-text, it is a curve. Now, as soon as I execute this command, what has happened? Nothing happened, no? But look at your mouse. Mouse को यहाँ पर लाओ over this figure. Your mouse is over the figure. And this crosshair, you can see the vertical line, you can see the horizontal line. This is called crosshair. So this crosshair cursor, you move. And wherever you want this, it is a curve to be, to right, it is a curve. There you take this cursor and just click left hand of the mouse. Whatever was there, whatever you wanted, it is a curve that got printed on the graph at that point where you left the cursor. Okay, just a minute. So, are you understanding that you can write anything at any point, even if you do not know the coordinates of a point? With the help of G-text, you can write the text line anywhere, any word anywhere in the this thing. So I think this is clear. This is clear. Plot command is clear. Then what else is there, which is important? Let me tell. So style and all of this line, thickness of the line, color, and style, they can be changed. There are many styles in MATLAB. You can plot a curve using, plus sign. You can mark plus sign at different points of the curve. You can mark a small circle on a curve. Okay. What I'm going to say is this. Easily you will get these commands whenever you go to plot command. They are in the help. So suppose I want to plot certain like this. I want to do this way on a graph, on a curve. Or I want to show it by this thing and this point, plus sign. Or let's say diamond shaped point. All these, cosmetics, no, can be done on a graph. So this is as regarding, still there is a lot of things. If you are ready, I can go on to explain, but you must have time with you. I think there is some time is there, of course. So if you want to draw two graphs, let us say, because data is there with us, so it will not take much time for me to write two graphs. So this was one graph. Let us say I give a command figure. As soon as I give a command figure, there is a space created in MATLAB figure window. Another figure window is created. And in this figure window, what I can do is, let us say in this figure window, X, Z, let us say with blue color, line width, let it be 2. Suppose I execute this, plot X, Z. This was again a cosine wave or sine wave, whatever. Okay. So this figure to help. Now, what is there? There is a figure 1 here, which you can see, and there is a figure 2 here. At the top, it is written figure 1, and this is figure 2. Figure 2. This is figure 1. So that means by giving a command called figure, you can create another figure window and you can draw another graph nearby, so that you can compare the two curves. That's the whole idea, that even when you are required to compare two curves due to some reason, then this method is also adopted for the comparison. Okay. Then another thing which I want to tell you is subplot. Okay, subplot. Let us say I am writing a small program. Let us say I am writing a small program. Just let me write. I'll just show you what I have written. I have copied it. See, what is this program? I equal to 1:4. Okay. Whenever you write I equal to 1:4, that means you have not given any increment variable. You have not specified any increment variable. Then automatically it understands that the increment is 1. So that means it is as good as this command is I equal to 1:4. I equal to 1:4 is as good as 1:1:4. 1:1:4. That means the initial value of this variable I will be 1. It will be incremented by 1 and it will be 4. The last value will be 4. So that means what is I? So I is equal to, therefore, I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This array will be I. So it is clear. So I will be this 1:4. And V is equal to 4 multiplied by I. So when you write 4 multiplied by I, so that means the I will be multiplied by 4 and new variable V will be created. Every value of I gets multiplied by 4. Now the command is subplot 2, 2, 1. What does it mean? This is a new thing. 2, 2, 1 means that there will be 2 by 2 matrix of plots will be created. That means 4 places will be reserved. 2 in first row, 2 in the second row. there will be 2 columns. So therefore, 2 by 2 matrix of plots will be created. And that means whenever you write this, I'll show you. This is happening. So there will be one place here, one place of one graph will be plotted here, one graph will be plotted here, one graph will be plotted here. There will be 4 graphs. There will be 2 rows of graphs, 2 columns of graphs, these graphs. Okay. So by the subplot command, that means the 2 by 2 graph is space is created, and then you have plotted I comma v. So this is just like plot x comma y. So I will be taken as x-axis, and this is title x level y level. So this is not so when we execute this, I've shown you that after execution, the title has come, the y label has come, x label has come, and this is the graph between current and voltage, which we defined. I stands for current, V stands for voltage. It is written here in the title, voltage versus current. So that means this graph has come. Okay, fine. Now, come to further. If I want another graph to be there, let us say I write again, let us say क्या हो गया ये? अच्छा, ठीक है, वो मैं बताता हूं आपको क्या हो गया, क्या नहीं हो गया. I have defined x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, y is equal to 1, 4, 9, 16. I have defined them. Okay, in commands. Then subplot 2, 2, 2. This means that in the space 2, 2, which we created earlier, at the second place, this third dimension gives the second place. At second place, something is going to happen. There will be a plot at the second place. This is what this instruction says. ठीक है ना? फर्स्ट प्लेस पे हो गया था, देखो 2, 2, 1 का मतलब 2, 2, 1 का मतलब 2, 2 का ग्राफ है, और फर्स्ट प्लेस पे हमने कुछ कर दिया, हो गया फर्स्ट प्लेस. यहां पर सेकंड प्लेस पे कुछ कर रहे हैं. क्या कर रहे हैं? प्लॉट x, y, पैराबोलिक प्लॉट है, चलो ठीक है, टाइटल हो गया x. नाउ दिस सेज x लेवल इज अनडिफाइंड, है ना? देखो, वन थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू, वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट. If you have written a program somewhere in Word or in PowerPoint, okay, you have written a program and you are copying that program from there into MATLAB, like I am doing in the command window of MATLAB or in the editor window of MATLAB. I could paste in the MATLAB these commands here also, no problem. And suppose still it is there. Suppose in place of this, I can always paste this thing, Control V. I can paste in the this thing, editor window also, and I can run the program. And as before I told you. Now that is not the question. You can paste anywhere, either in the command window or in the editor window. But the problem is regarding this particular alphabet or particular character, quote mark. This quote mark is dangerous. I'm telling you, this quote mark is very dangerous. What is the danger with this quote mark? Let me tell you. That quote mark which you are copying from Word or from PowerPoint, that gives a different byte, the scan code into the computer, and the quote mark of MATLAB gives a different code word. It sends a different code word to the computer. All other alphabets, all other numerals, everything else is same. Whatever is small a in MATLAB, same is the meaning of small a in Word. Okay. Similarly, the number 5, whatever number 5 is there in MATLAB, same is the number 5 in Word. No problem. But the quote mark may be different. Sometimes it is computer takes the same thing. Sometimes computer understands it differently. It doesn't understand that quote mark is there. What happened here, and it will happen many times. I mean, in a program, it will happen many times. What has happened here? See, can you see undefined function X label for the input argument of the type char? Actually, and did you mean after that, did you mean X label? That means this particular instruction X label, that is not being read by MATLAB compiler correctly. If it is not being read, then only culprit is the quote mark, nothing else. It's a quote mark. So therefore, you have to write this instruction as well as the next instruction again. Okay, you copy them again. And when you copy them again, you please remove this again, this thing. Put, you are in MATLAB, put a quote mark, put X equal to X and whatever. Okay, whatever you want to suppose this way. Now it is all right. We have put the quote mark which is there in MATLAB. Similarly, this Y label, I will change this quote mark and I'll remove this quote mark and I have put the MATLAB quote mark. Now I'll execute them. But this is not able to understand. You know why? Again, let me give these instructions again. Oh, it is not able to understand. There is something wrong with this instruction. X label and Y label. Let me put X label and Y label from here. It happens. And here I'll change X label, Y label. I don't know why it is not able to understand. Label. Okay. Now it has taken it. So, I mean, this is the problem with this character. This fellow creates problem, this quote mark. So you have to be ready for that. So now it has taken. So I'll show you what is the output. I'll show you what is the output. Just see the output. The second place which we kept for the second subplot, these are called subplots. Okay. So second subplot has been plotted. And yeah, this is the thing. Parabolic plot and all those labels, etc. have come. Similarly, third and fourth we can plot. So I'm not going to do that. So let me go further. I want to show you some 3D plots. This is 2D plots are as such over, nothing great. Now I'll show you the 3D plots. Suppose now I'm copying it from somewhere. See, suppose there is a program X equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do CLC so that you don't get confused. CLC and then I paste it again. See, there is a program X equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is equal to this. There is as many values of Y as there are X. After that, bar equal bar. This is a command bar. So this is X, Y, C. And because this is not violet in color, so before giving any this thing, of course error is coming, but all these 4 instructions, they are in fact wrong, because they should be within quote marks, it should become violet in color. Otherwise, all quote marks is wrong. Even after it becomes violet, sometimes it doesn't agree that it is a quote mark. So I am changing the quote mark by removing the previous quote marks and by putting the new quote mark. So quote mark, quote mark. See what I have done. It's not difficult to understand. X equal to Y equal to, that you understand. Now there is a command called bar, in which X versus Y will be drawn. In case of plot, the plot is drawn. In case of bar, a histogram will be plotted. Bar diagram will be plotted. Okay. So on X-axis, it will be X. On Y-axis, it will be the value of Y. And color, you can define whether it is cyan color or it is red color, because red color is visible. So that's why I put it red. X label, Y label are same. Title is same. Nothing great. Okay, na? They are like previous. Now just see. I'll show you. And you will say, see why it has come here, because our latest window was this. So let me close this window. Let me close this window. Let me close this window also. And let me execute it again. Let me execute it again. X equal to this. I need to execute only this. I need to execute only this. See, this is the figure window now. And I think you understand it, that X is having the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll show you X was having the value where it is. X was this. Just see the values of X. X was this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is 10, 15, 25, all these. So you can see on this graph 10, 15, all. Can you see this? It's difficult to understand. Bar graph has been plotted. X-axis, Y-axis, these are the labels. Title is bar function. So that title is being shown as bar function here. That's all. So I think you understand bar. If you want to show two diagrams simultaneously, that you can do. There is no problem in that. Suppose I'll just show you. Suppose without label, etc., I'll show you. Because label, etc., can be. अरे यार छोटे हो जा तू बहुत बड़ा हो गया. See, again, I'm correcting it. I have defined a variable temperature. I have defined CLC कर देता हूँ यार. Confusion ही रहेगा ये तो. See, I have defined a variable temperature and it's an array. Array कैसी है? 31, 25. That means first row is 31, 25. Next row is 29, 26. Next row is this. Semicolon means change of row. You have come to the next row. उसके बाद में bar temp group. So ये temp group आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा कि ये है. और लेकिन इसका जो है again I'll have to remove this fellow quote mark and put the new quote marks and then see how it has come. अब मैं आपको आउटपुट दिखाता हूं. देखो आउटपुट देखो. Are you able to appreciate what is happening vis-a-vis this program? That means there are two groups of bar charts. जो भी कहोगे. First is 31, 25. ये 31, 25. Second is 29, 26. 29, 26. Middle one. This middle one blue, middle one this thing. Maroon, whatever. Or brown. Third one is 22, 35. So 22, 35. These are the values. 35 maximum है देखो. 35 है कि नहीं maximum? और ये वैल्यू जो है ये ब्लू वाली जो है 22 थर्ड वाली. तो I think you understand what it means. So this type of graph you can draw. कोई इसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है ना. Then there is something called histogram command. ठीक है ना. मान लो histogram command मैं देता हूं. एक इंस्ट्रक्शन है. सपोज मैं इसको यहां पर कॉपी कर रहा हूं CLC करके और मैंने इसको सी व्हाट इज दिस कमांड x इक्वल टू रैंडम. ओके, दिस RAND इज कॉल्ड रैंडम और ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बताता है कि 200 वैल्यूज हैं इसमें. 200 वैल्यूज हैं इसको प्लॉट करा के दिखाता हूं। देखो ये वैल्यूज हैं इसमें, दीज आर द 200 वैल्यूज। अब चक्कर ये है कि देखो ये लगभग फिल हो गया। एनीवे दीज आर द 200 वैल्यूज, रैंडम वैल्यूज हैं ये, रैंडमली जनरेटेड बाय कंप्यूटर। ओके, सो ये रैंडम वैल्यूज हैं और देयर इज ऑन 200 rows and 1 column, so that means a column matrix। 200 rows का मतलब क्या है? 200 rows का मतलब कॉलम मैट्रिक्स ही तो हो गई। देयर इज ओनली 1 कॉलम यार। तो ये दीज आर द वैल्यूज विच आर देयर। ओके, सपोज आई गिव ए कमांड हिस्ट, और ये एक्स वेरिएबल था ना जो था, और मैंने इसको मान लो कि ये कमांड दे दी। अब देखो क्या होता है, hist x, 12। You just see the output of hist. This is the output of hist command. कुछ दिखाई पड़ रहा है? What is happening? हिस्टोग्राम, पहली बात तो आपको आर यू कन्वर्सेंट कि हिस्टोग्राम होता क्या है? अगर देखो, अगर हिस्टोग्राम नहीं पता तब तो ये कमांड समझ में नहीं आएगी। So you have to know some mathematics also, statistics also. What is a histogram? So histogram जो है, so what it does, in short I will tell you that all the values between the maximum and minimum, there is some maximum out of these 200 values, there is some minimum value. So maximum minus minimum, that is the range of values. That range of values has been divided into 12 parts. There are 12 parts of the range of values. You can see this is one part from -3 to this 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 parts in which the whole range of x values has been divided. ठीक है ना? तो उसके लिए मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम फाइंड किया और डिवाइड बाय 12 किया, और फिर इस तरह से इक्वल 12 पार्ट्स बना लिए। एंड देन there will be some values out of these 200 values which must be lying in the first group of values, some will be lying in the second group of values, some will be lying in the third group। 12 ग्रुप बना दिए ना आपने, 12 ग्रुप बना दिए। So some values, every value will be lying in one of the 12 groups. So that means number of values have been counted. In first group, how many values are lying? In second group, how many values are lying? Similarly, third group mein how many values? And those values are being plotted. That is called a histogram in statistics. So that means MATLAB जो है वो directly एक histogram को plot कर देता है, ठीक है ना? Then I will show you that you can draw a pie chart, है ना? You can draw a pie chart. देखो ऐसे है, एक मिनट CLC, यार ये भूल जाता हूँ ना मैं, कंट्रोल V। See what I have done, there is some a variable called ind, let us say, है ना? आई रख लो यार, ओ सॉरी, मतलब अब नहीं चलेगा ये, मैं इसको 1 by 1 ला रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना? Let us say there is a variable D, simple, which is a row array, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 वैल्यूज है, ठीक है ना? तो ये 7 वैल्यूज हो गई। उसके बाद में नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन जो है वो है पाई चार्ट के लिए जो वेरिएबल है वो है पाई, तो पाई डी, सपोज ये कर दिया, ठीक है ना? जैसे ही तुम पाई डी करोगे ना तो तुम्हारा जो है ना पाई चार्ट प्लॉट हो जाएगा। ये पाई चार्ट प्लॉट हो गया, ठीक है ना? एंड यू नो व्हाट इज ए पाई चार्ट। अब मैं इसको एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर रहा तुम्हें, ठीक है ना? वो तुम देख लेना, टाइटल देना चाहो दे दो, ठीक है ना? तो दैट इज कॉल्ड ए पाई चार्ट। नाउ सिमिलरली इफ यू वांट टू सपोज, इस केस में हम क्या करते हैं, इस पाई चार्ट में कुछ वैल्यू शो करवा देते हैं, है ना? इस पाई चार्ट में कुछ वैल्यूज शो करवा देते हैं। सो दैट मीन्स कंट्रोल इसमें कुछ वैल्यू शो करवा देते हैं। तो अभी तो नहीं चलेगा ना, ये अभी नहीं चलेगा। अभी इसके बाद में d इक्वल टू दिस है ना, शो इक्वल टू दिस, उसके बाद में मैंने पाईडी दे दिया, ठीक है ना। तो यार एक मिनट ठहरो, फिर से देते हैं, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, ठीक है, इक्वल टू दिस, फिर उसके बाद में शो इक्वल टू दिस, और फिर पाई चार्ट दे देते हैं, पाई चार्ट दे देते हैं, पाई चार्ट, और डी कॉमा शो करना होता है इसके लिए, डी कॉमा शो, शो. See what I'm saying to you is that D equal D is a array which is showing percentage of everything. Okay, pie chart में percentages होती हैं, वो percentages are being shown here. Show में क्या है, there are zeros and ones. What do you mean by these zeros and ones? Those, there are 7 values, so there are correspondingly 7 values in show also. The 1 values, these are show, these will show that those values are to be put out in the pie chart. There will be a cutout slice, there will be a slice in the pie chart. So you will see yourself, there are 3 ones in this, and they are in the 3rd position, 5th position, 7th position. I think you will see as soon as it is. Now you will understand, I think, what I mean, that it is a pie chart in which the 3rd tile, this is called a tile, 3rd tile, 5th tile, and 7th tile, they have been sort of pulled out. That means they are sliced. These are called sliced pie chart. तो पता है आपको ना कि पाई चार्ट स्लाइस भी होता है, तो होता है यार, है ना। तो ये आपके जो कमांड है ना, ये कमांड बड़ी बढ़िया कमांड है। अब आपको मैं 3 डायमेंशन भी बता देता हूँ यार, ऐसा है देखो कि 3 डायमेंशन भी कर लो यार, थोड़ा सा 1-2 मिनट के लिए, ताकि थिंग्स आर, देखो, see, I'll close this, I will close CLC this, and I'm, देखो, see what I have done, x equal to -4 with an increment 0.1 up to 4. That means आपको पता है x values -4, -3.9, -3.8, and so on and on up to 4. So many values are there. कितनी हो गई? 4/0.1 का मतलब 40, 80 वैल्यूज हो गई ना, 80 वैल्यूज हो गई ना, -4 से 4, 8 का रेंज है, 0.1 का इंक्रीमेंट है, तो 80 वैल्यूज हो गई. So y has been defined accordingly, x square. That means every value of x is being squared. And z equal to 4 into x. When you write 4 into x, so automatically हर x वैल्यू का 4 टाइम्स हो गया. ये जो स्क्वायर है, इसके लिए डॉट लगाना पड़ता है. एंड देन प्लॉट 3 XYZ का मतलब ये है कि प्लीज ड्रॉ, वी आर आस्किंग MATLAB टू ड्रॉ ए 3D प्लॉट. One of the axis is x, second is y, third is z. Here you can see x, y, z. If you want that I should put the label and तो वो भी हो जाएगा. उसमें यार बस यही है कि कोट मार्क्स का पंगा पड़ता है. कोट मार्क्स का देखो पंगा पड़ना ही था, तो आई हैव टू पुट ऑल द कोट मार्क्स, दैट्स ऑल, और कुछ नहीं है ना. अदरवाइज इट इज द सेम थिंग, अदरवाइज इट इज द सेम थिंग, ठीक है ना. तो ये इस तरह से आप, क्योंकि अदरवाइज ना यू वॉन्ट कम टू नो कि विच इज एक्स एक्सिस, विच इज वाई एक्सिस, विच इज जेड एक्सिस. So if you write this, first one will be x, second one will be y, third one will be z, because that is the sequence in which we fed the values initially. ठीक है ना. जिस ऑर्डर में आप अपनी एरेज डिफाइन कर रहे हो, उसी ऑर्डर में ये लेबल्स प्लॉट होते हैं. तो ये देख लो. I think now you are clear which is x axis, which is y axis, which is z axis, and this is the title which has been given to the this thing. तो ये एक 3 डायमेंशनल ग्राफ हो गया भाई, है ना। अब अच्छा लगा या नहीं लगा वो तो मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन ग्राफ तो जरूर है ये। अच्छा, एक वो हमने एक्स वाई वो भी तो किया था ना, डी वाला, जिसमें टाइल्ड, एक चीज और शो कर देता हूं मैं तुम्हें, बिकॉज दैट इज देयर स्टिल। देखो वो था ना शो, डियर शो, इफ आई पुट, एक मिनट, ये था टाइटल था, बार के बाद में टाइटल था, विल पुट, आई विल डू इट अगेन, डी है, उसके बाद में शो था, शो कहां गया है यार इसमें से, आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी इट, अरे यार पता नहीं कहां गया, ऊपर से, ऊपर ऊपर भी नहीं, ऊपर तो है भी नहीं है भाई, शो कमांड कहां चली गई यार, ये तो ठीक है, इट शुड नॉट, इट कैन नॉट वैनिश यार, दैट्स अ स्ट्रेंज थिंग, लेबल दिस थिंग दिस थिंग दिस थिंग,
सर
अरे यार कमांड, इस कमांड में छुप गई है क्या कि कहीं पे दी, ये कमांड आगे तक है ना,
ऊपर
एक, ये करने से क्या आता है, हाँ ओके, बिकॉज आई रोट द कमांड्स इन द सेम लाइन, डजंट मैटर। से देखो, डी इक्वल टू दिस, शो इक्वल टू दिस, यू नो दैट, ठीक है ना, ये डी हो गया, ये एग्जीक्यूट हो गया, कमांड सारी एग्जीक्यूट हो गई, है ना, पाई चार्ट ड्रॉ हो गया था। नाउ व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज दैट सपोज आई राइट दिस पाई एज दिस कमांड, यहां पे कॉपी कर रहा हूं, पाई 3 कर देता हूं मैं, पाई 3, ठीक है ना, डी कॉमा शो, अब देखो क्या प्लॉट हो गया, अब आपका पाई चार्ट 3 डायमेंशन में प्लॉट हो गया, है कि नहीं, खाली पाई होगा तो 2 डायमेंशनल, पाई 3 होगा तो इट विल बी 3 डायमेंशनल पाई चार्ट। बाकी लेवल शेवल आप कर ही सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है लेवल की, तो वो इजी चीजें होती है, ठीक है ना। देन एक 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 चीज शो करता हूं आपको, लेकिन ये कमांड थोड़ी सी टफ, इट्स ए टफ कमांड, ये यार इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम टू मेक फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड, इसको मैं कर तो सकता हूं, लेकिन see there is something called mesh grid, okay, I'll show you one, I can show you, although I am not explaining this command, but last thing I can want to show you is, just a minute, CLC, एक मिनट, CLC control V, see there is a command called mesh grid, ठीक है ना, इस mesh grid को, जिस कमांड को एग्जीक्यूट करने से एक ग्रिड क्रिएट हो जाती है, एक्स वाई डायरेक्शन में एक ग्रिड क्रिएट हो जाती है, तुम ये समझ लो, इसको ज्यादा तो समझ में नहीं आएगा, ठीक है ना, ये कमांड मान लो मैंने दे दी, एंड देन आई गिव दिस कमांड, ये मैं कमांड दे रहा हूं एक, ये कमांड दे रहा हूं, बल्कि वैल्यूज ठीक नहीं थी तो इसलिए ठीक नहीं आया ये, एक मिनट, -1, ये भी चेंज कर देता हूं मैं, एक मिनट, आई शो यू जस्ट, इसमें वैल्यूज उल्टी सीधी आ गई, ये देखो मैंने एक मैश ग्रिड कमांड दी, और उसके बाद मैं z इक्वल टू दिस को रिपीट कर देता हूं, ये दे दिया, और मैश कमांड दे दी, ये दे दी, सी, नाउ जस्ट सी, कैन यू सी दिस फिगर, इस तरह से, दिस इज कॉल्ड ए वायर फ्रेम मॉडल ऑफ ए फंक्शन, दिस इज कॉल्ड वायर फ्रेम मॉडल ऑफ ए फंक्शन, जैसा आपका गॉसियन फंक्शन होता है ना, कुछ कुछ वैसे ही होता है ये गॉसियन फंक्शन। तो 3 डायमेंशन में आप इस तरह की कमांड क्रिएट कर सकते हो, लेकिन इसके लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम चाहिए भाई, मैश ग्रिड को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए काफी टाइम चाहिए, व्हाट इट डस, मैथमेटिकली जब तक इसको समझोगे नहीं तब तक बात समझ में नहीं आता है, ठीक है ना, कि हो क्या गया ये यहाँ पर, बट दिस इज अ कमांड एनीवे, आई हैव शोन यू दैट दिस कैन बी डन। तो ये बेसिकली तो यही था। और आप जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे भाई आता जाएगा। ये तो देयर इज नो एंड टू इट। मैंने तो बीच में बहुत स्किप कर दिया, पॉलिनोमियल वगैरह, आई मीन सब कुछ स्किप कर दिया, बहुत स्किप कर दिया, बिकॉज इट विल टेक टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड। ठीक है ना? दोज ऑफ यू हु आर एबल टू सिट, उनको मैं कुछ दिखा सकता हूँ। ठीक है ना?
सर ये आपने जो z इज इक्वल टू के बाद 2 के बाद डॉट क्यों लगाया है?
दैट मीन्स एवरी वैल्यू ऑफ x, हर एक
ओके ओके इज ओके ओके
हाँ,
ठीक है ठीक है।
ईच एलिमेंट के लिए जब करना होता है ना, तो ये करना होता है बस।
सर बता दो थोड़ा सा, कोई बात नहीं इसको।
मैश ग्रिड को बताऊं या कुछ पॉलिनोमियल बताऊं?
मैश ग्रिड।
ओके, मैश ग्रिड यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड, फिर बताता हूँ। मैश ग्रिड बताता हूँ, मैश ग्रिड का डिस्क्रिप्शन बताता हूँ आपको। ठीक है ना? व्हाट इज दिस कमांड? देखो, इनफैक्ट दिस वाज द कमांड, बाकी सब कुछ हटा दो, ओनली मैश ग्रिड समझते हैं, है ना? ओनली मैश ग्रिड समझते हैं। और एक मिनट, ये था आपका। ठीक है ना? सो ये कमांड क्या करती है, मैश ग्रिड कमांड? एक मिनट में बताता हूं। ये कमांड जो है, इट विल क्रिएट 2 एरेज। एक एरे है x एंड अदर एरे इज y। सो दिस कमांड विल डू द फॉलोइंग। वो मैं आपको वर्ड में बताता हूं, क्योंकि यहां पे मैं लिख नहीं सकता ना। वर्ड में मैं कम से कम लिख तो सकता हूं। तो यहां पे इंसर्ट कर लेता हूं एक ब्लैंक पेज। ये ब्लैंक पेज मैंने इंसर्ट कर लिया। सो देखो, ऐसे है कि x वैल्यूज जो हैं, x, ठीक है ना, दैट विल बी ए मैट्रिक्स। ठीक है ना? दैट विल बी ए मैट्रिक्स। वो मैट्रिक्स क्या होगी? वो मैट्रिक्स ये होगी, इनिशियल वैल्यू उस मैट्रिक्स की विल बी व्हाट इट इज हियर। मैं इसका एक 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 मिनट ठहरो, जस्ट वेट, इसको कॉपी करने दो मुझे। कॉपी, कंट्रोल सी, और इसको यहां पर मैं यहां पर कंट्रोल वी करके कॉपी कर लेता हूं। ठीक है? और इनको जरा नीचे कर देता हूं, एक सेकंड। देखो, हाँ, एक्स वाई इक्वल, इसको थोड़ा बड़ा भी कर देता हूं, तो थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर देता हूं, so that it is visible. So in response to this command, a matrix X will be created whose values will be like this: -5. It is starting from -5. This value will be -5. This value will also be -5. This value will also be -5. Like that. -5. Okay. So after that, what will be the next value? There will be an increment of 0.1. Okay. So -5 plus 0.1. That will become -4.9. Are you getting me? The second element of this matrix, second column of this matrix will be -4.9. -4.9. Third column of this matrix will be again an increment of 0.1. Again an increment of 0.1 means it will be -4.8. This will be -4.8 and so on. Again -4.7. ठीक है ना? Like that. ठीक है? एंड सो ऑन एंड ऑन। आई कर्सर, आजा कर्सर, हाँ आ गया, -4.7 and so on, and this way also the last value will be 5. Are you getting me? 5 5 5 5 5,
Yes,
like
sir.
that. -5, 0.1, 2, 5. So -5 to +5 it will be. ठीक है ना? Now Y array will be similarly -5 to 5 with an increment 0.1. That means it will be the same. It will be the same. ये दो एरेज जो हैं ये क्रिएट हो जाती हैं. Clear है?
But sir, 5 columns are there, na? Only
हाँ.
only 5 columns will be created this way.
Columns will be as many columns तो आपके हो जाएंगे. एक मिनट. ये आपके columns.
There are 5 rows है.
हाँ, 5 rows हैं. Columns तो आपके हो जाएंगे 10 divided by, आप देख लो ना.
हाँ, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But 5 rows are there, na? Only 5 rows will be created this way.
Yes.
Okay.
This will be created because of mesh grid. Okay. So, and similarly will be the Y.
Yeah.
Now, when you give this command, mesh grid, so I'll show you the values of X and Y in MATLAB. एक मिनट. इसका ये हटा देते हैं. ऐसा करते हैं कि this command I am executing again and इसको शो नहीं करते. ठीक है ना? ये देखो. ये चल रहा है. कॉलम 1 -5, -4.9, -4.8 लाइक दैट चल रहा है. और ये अप टू एक्चुअली अदर इट इज नॉट एबल टू शो बिकॉज स्क्रीन हैज एंडेड. वो यहां शो किया होगा इसने. मैं दिखाता हूं आपको. ये रहा देखो. लाइक दिस. कॉलम 19 थ्रू 24. तो इसके आगे भी कॉलम्स हैं. -3.2 वाला कॉलम जो है वो तुम इसके बाद समझो. टू द राइट ऑफ फर्स्ट, ये पहली वाले जो ऊपर वाले नंबर्स हैं ना, इनके बाद में -3.2, -3.1 लाइक दैट. तो ये नंबर्स क्रिएट हो गए. उसके बाद भी चल रहे हैं ये कॉलम 25 to 3rd. तो जब तक +5 पे राइट हैंड साइड में नहीं पहुंच जाएगा ये चलता रहेगा. देखो +5 पे. आई शो यू. ये प्लस का चलने लग गया. और ये जो है 5 कॉलम्स नहीं होंगे, ये स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स होगी. मतलब दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू से. एक मिनट. ये क्या आ गया? वाई की वैल्यूज आ गई क्या है? एक मिनट. एक्स हैज एंडेड हियर. मैं शो कर रहा हूं. एक मिनट. यस. ये देखो एक्स का एंड हो रहा है. ये आर यू एबल टू सी दिस? y इक्वल टू स्टार्ट हो गया ना ये. तो x का एंड यहां हुआ है. ये जो है मतलब ये जो है ये स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स होगी.
There would be 100 columns.
हाँ, yes. 300 columns and 300 rows.
100 columns.
Okay, sir.
100 columns and 5 rows.
100 columns and 100 rows. Sorry, 100 columns and 100 rows. ठीक है ना? ये चलता रहे ऐसे. ये इधर भी
Yes.
है ना. 100 by 100 की मैट्रिक्स होगी ये. 100 by 100 की. बात समझ में आई कुछ? ऐसे ही तुम्हारी y मैट्रिक्स हो गई है. ये y भी -5 से सेम. y तो सेम ही है. मतलब जो x था वैसे ही y है. तो इसीलिए ये मैट्रिक्स क्रिएट हो गई. ये देखो यहाँ पर +5 तक ये रही. ये +5 लास्ट वाली वैल्यू. तो ये चक्कर है. तो ये मैश ग्रिड जो है ये करता है. अब
प्लॉट XY करवा दो.
XY तो हो गया ना. अब Z की बात बताता हूँ ना आपको.
प्लॉट XY करा दोगे तो एक पूरी प्लेनर ग्रिड आ जाएगी.
हाँ, समझ लो कि प्लेनर ग्रिड. लेकिन हम प्लॉट XY तो सॉर्ट ऑफ नहीं करा रहे. हम 3 डायमेंशनल प्लॉट XYZ करा रहे हैं एक तरह का. समझ लो. प्लॉट XYZ करा रहे हैं.
हाँ, जस्ट टू
पहले Z वैल्यू जो है ना वो कैलकुलेट करी. अब आप कहोगे जेड वैल्यू कहां से आई? जेड वैल्यू ये रही, ये देखो, ये देखो आप, ये जेड वैल्यूज आ रही हैं। जेड इक्वल टू 2 एंड एवरी वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाई एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर प्लस 1। कोई फंक्शन है ये, मतलब ये बात समझ में आ रही है? तो 2 अपॉन एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस, यू कुड प्लॉट एनीथिंग भाई, कोई एक ही वैल्यू नहीं है ये। एक मिनट में अगेन मैं मेंशन जो करना चाह रहा हूं वो मैं कर रहा हूं। सी व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज दैट z इज इक्वल टू 2 अपॉन एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर प्लस 1। ये एक फंक्शन है जिसको हम प्लॉट कर रहे हैं एज ए वायर फ्रेम मॉडल, एज ए वायर फ्रेम कर्व। मतलब तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो यार, डिवाइडेड बाई लॉग एक्स प्लस ई रेज़ टू पावर वाई, कुछ भी जो तुम्हारा दिल करे। बात समझ रहे हो मेरी? उस चीज का वायर फ्रेम बन जाएगा।
यस
नॉट ओनली डिवाइड बाई एनीथिंग, कोई भी चीज हो दुनिया में, कोई भी फंक्शन हो जिसकी एक शेप है। वो तो हमें पता है कि इसकी शेप जो है वो गॉसियन होती है, इसलिए एग्जाम्पल इसकी ले रखी है, ठीक है ना। एनी फंक्शन विच यू वांट टू बी ड्रॉन एज वायर फ्रेम, उसका तुम वायर फ्रेम मॉडल वो ये ड्रॉ कर सकते हो। उसके लिए तुमको सिर्फ ये करना है कि तुम्हें एक्स जो है वो डिफाइन कर दिया तुमने, कहां से कहां तक होगा, वाई डिफाइन कर दिया, जेड कैलकुलेट कर लिया, और जेड कैलकुलेट करने के बाद में तुमको जो कमांड देनी है वो सिंपली मैश एक्स वाई जेड है। ये कमांड है तुम्हारी, मैश एक्स वाई जेड, दैट्स इट। जैसे तुम मैश एक्स वाई जेड एग्जीक्यूट करोगे तुम्हारा ये ड्रॉ हो गया, ये ड्रॉ हो गया। इसमें अगर तुम ध्यान से देखो, मैं इसको बड़ा करके दिखाता हूं, तो तुम्हारी एक्स वैल्यूज जो हैं दे आर वेरिंग फ्रॉम -5 to 5। एक्स एक्सिस ये वाली है जो ये एक्स एक्सिस है। लेबल करवाऊं क्या? लेबल भी करवा सकता हूं मैं। एक मिनट ठहर जाओ, 1 सेकंड लगता है बस। लेबल में क्या है? लेबल में कुछ भी नहीं है। ये लो, 1 मिनट, लेबल में कुछ नहीं है यार। ओनली थिंग इज
कलुए कहाँ है? कलुआ कहाँ है?
वाई एक्सिस, जेड एक्सिस, ताकि तुम्हें क्लियर हो जाए कि विच इज वाई, विच इज एक्स, विच इज जेड। वैसे तो क्लियर है ही, टाइटल भी जब कर ही लिया तो यार, टाइटल और रह गया था ना, टाइटल भी कर लो यार जब कर ही लिया तो। ये लो, एग्जीक्यूटेड। अब तुम देख लो, अब तुम एक्स एक्सिस भी समझ लोगे, वाई एक्सिस, जेड एक्सिस ये क्लियर है कि नहीं। -5 to 5 वो है, -5 to 5 ये है। जेड वैल्यू इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द फंक्शन। जेड एक्सिस तो उससे आएगी ना जो तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला दिया है तुमने, वायर फ्रेम तो उसका है ना, ये कर्व तो वो है ना। ये डिवाइडेड है बस। वायर फ्रेम का मतलब होता है कि वायर्स से जैसे बना हुआ फंक्शन हो भाई। एक प्लॉट है, ये तो एक कॉस्मेटिक्स है जिसको बोलते हो। फंक्शन तो पता ही है, मैथमेटिकल फंक्शन है वो, उसको एक शो करने का तरीका है बस ये, और क्या, कोई खास बात नहीं है। मैटलैब कोई बहुत कुछ कॉस्मेटिक्स के काम करता रहता है बैठा हुआ, सो दैट थिंग्स बिकम इजियर टू अंडरस्टैंड। और वो इस मामले में है, मतलब ये ठीक है ना। ये है चक्कर। तो अदरवाइज तो प्लॉट तो सिर्फ इतना है। प्लॉट अगर तुम इसको प्लॉट करो जेड की इस वैल्यू को, तो प्लॉट तो ये आएगा तुम्हारा, मतलब 3 डायमेंशन में, सॉरी मतलब 3 डायमेंशन में प्लॉट तो ये आएगा। ये है प्लॉट, ये एक्स एक्सिस है, ये वाई एक्सिस है, ये तुम्हारा ओरिजिन है, और जेड की वैल्यू जो है वो इधर ली जा रही है। ये जेड है, जेड एक्सिस है एक तरह से वर्टिकल। ये प्लॉट है यार, प्लॉट तो इतना है। वायर फ्रेम तो इसके वो बना दिया कि इसको वायर की तरह से समझो, एज इफ इट इज मेड ऑफ वायर्स। बस ठीक है. सो पॉलिनोमियल करना है. यू वांट टू डू सम पॉलिनोमियल थिंग्स. पॉलिनोमियल में क्या क्या किया जा सकता है. 2D 3D तो मैंने तुम्हें बता दिया कंप्लीट. और इम्पोर्टेंट बस एक वही बचा है पॉलिनोमियल वैसे तो है.
I think, sir, some people are leaving.
They must be leaving.
Yeah, they have
yeah,
urgent work also.
ठीक है सर. ठीक है. I understand.
Yeah, based on their feedback, we will reorganize this.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Sanjay. Thanks to everyone, all the participants. Thank you for patient listening. Okay.
Is there any feedback from?
Thank you so much.
Soon receive it.
Amod sir, thank you so much. And the team members.
Sir, Amod sir,
sir.
Thanks a lot for this hands-on practical approach on MATLAB. Even I learned a lot from this.
नहीं सर नहीं, तो this is your modesty. You must be knowing all these things, sir. These are primitive things.
Yeah.
Actually, the MATLAB has its speciality when you apply to digital signal processing or image processing. What it can do to an image, how it can improve the image, how it can make the image sharp. All those things, no?
Yeah,
There lies the power. These are simple. I have not told anything much. I mean,
I did work on image processing and all. By using MATLAB. So
by using MATLAB or digital signal processing,
yes,
for that matter.
These also.
How filters are designed using MATLAB.
Okay.
There lies the power of MATLAb.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
So
and thanks to all the participants.
Thank you all for being here, and we really know that it's past our deadline, right? So it's around 5 p.m. and we should have been, it's already been 1.5 hour extra. So let's move further with the validity session. It will just take 3 more minutes. As you all know, the feedback is more important, and it's the main part of any event. So any feedbacks from the participants are welcome, or any queries you have.
Yeah, all the participants are requested to come forward to give feedback for today's sessions. Yeah, please come forward to give the feedback so that we can improve in future.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Dr. Alka, ma'am.
I am Dr. Alka from Gargi College, and today is the first time I have learned about this software, and I think the resource person was wonderful. For the first timers, I even downloaded today in the morning itself, and through, I think, his teaching, I have learned a lot. He's a wonderful speaker and a resource person. And thank you, organizers, for giving me chance to understand this software.
Thank you, Dr. Alka, ma'am. Thank you so much. Any other participants? Kindly come forward and give
Yes,
feedback.
sir. I'm Professor Seema Gupta from Kalandri College. So I'm also a beginner. So I'm also doing first time MATLAB. It was really wonderful. I learned a lot from this, and I want that you should organize more sessions on this. And speaker sir is very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you organize one on digital signal processing?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. We can plan.
Sure, we will plan and we will let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, any other participants? Ajit, Amit, any other participants? Would like to say something?
No worries.
Thank you, sir, for today's session. मजा आया नई चीज सीखने का. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
everyone,
Sir,
just one more.
if any of sessions like the simulations kind of thing, if you can organize, that would be great to us. And it was a really fun, great session.
Sure,
Thank you.
Future sessions regarding visualization.
Yes.
Okay. Sure, we will let you know.
So, any other participants?
Regarding
Yeah.
machine learning and artificial intelligence, if you arrange something in future, it could be very helpful actually. Machine learning and artificial intelligence.
Okay, good. Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, any other participants? Please
Yeah,
come
thank you
forward.
very much for this wonderful session, and the team members and the Amod sir, the great speaker, and I learned a lot from this session. Thank you very much, and I hope for the next session. Uh, I will be enrolling for the next session also. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Mohammed. Please do not hesitate. Kindly come forward and say something about the whole day event in brief. That will be beneficial for us. So, okay. So, if there is no further any feedback, suggestions, comments, so I would like to move for further task, that is vote of thanks. So, respected participants, as we come to the end of our hands-on workshop, Mastering MATLAB 2024, I want to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who made this event possible. First and foremost, I would like to thank our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Amod Kumar sir. Sir, your knowledge and experience in the field of MATLAB have been incredibly valuable to us. Your engaging lectures and practical insights have truly enlightened us. And we are deeply grateful for your time and effort. A big thank you to all the participants. Your enthusiasm and eagerness to learn have been inspiring. We hope you found the workshop beneficial and that you are now more confident in using MATLAB to tackle your projects and research. I would also like to acknowledge the support of the Janardan Singh Foundation and the Association of Indian Physicists. Their collaboration and organizational efforts have been instrumental in making this workshop a success. Special thanks to our co-convener, Mr. Kausal Ageda, Engineer Rajat Singh, organizing secretary of this workshop, for continuous support. To our technical team, thank you for managing the online platform and ensuring a seamless experience for all participants. Your expertise has been crucial and facilitating effective learning and interaction. So finally, I want to thank each one of you for your patience and participation throughout the day. Learning a complex tool like MATLAB required dedication, and your active involvement has made this workshop a rewarding experience for all of us. So as we conclude, I encourage you to continue exploring and applying what you have learned. Remember, the journey of learning never stops, and mastering a tool like MATLAB opens up countless possibility in science and engineering. So we'll share the feedback form in the group. Kindly give your sincere feedback without any hesitation. You can give any type of feedback, any shortcomings which you have observed during the session, during this workshop. So I also request from you all to join our association, that is Association of Indian Physicists, AIP. The website address is aipbharat.org. I will share the link of that website in the WhatsApp group, to learn and serve the nation in an innovative way. So thank you once again for being a part of this workshop. We look forward to seeing even our future events. So have a great evening and stay curious. Thank you once again. So I would like to request from all of you kindly on the camera for taking a group photo for the event.
Amod sir, you can stop the presentation.
I can stop the presentation. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
stop sharing that.
Yes.
अमोद सर अगर कैमरा आपका भी ऑन हो जाए तो पार्टिसिपेंट्स के साथ एक ग्रुप फोटो हो जाएगा.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Rajat, if everything is fine, kindly take a screenshot.
Yeah, let everyone know. So one more second. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for participating in today's workshop.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Moshe.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you, everyone, sir. Dr. Sanjay, thank you.
Yeah, बहुत ही अच्छा लगा सर.
सर
एक
ये तो
आपका सर डायलॉग सीख गया आज. अरे यार.
ये तो सर
बहुत
आपने
ही
मौका दिया तो अच्छा मतलब सबके बीच में अच्छा ही लगता है सर.
बहुत cool way
Thank
में
you very much.
engaging talking this stuff. In future, we will organize for more than one day so that participant can get lots of benefits.
Right, sir. Right. So I am available, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So thank you all the participants. Now the session has been closed. Thank you so much. Now we can leave
Nice,
the
sir.
meeting. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye, sir.
I'm ending the call.
Yeah, Rajat, you can stop the recording. Rajat, kindly stop the recording.